Gentlemen, I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. We've already gone over the news. I'm sure you could tell there's a pretty big rally. Remember, we are on the cusp of earnings, and we've been coming off of Powell and all of that stuff. But what's going on now? Something you've already seen before. Ahead of tariffs, April 2nd. This is our last final week ahead of the tariffs. But all of a sudden now, they're saying that the tariffs will be much more targeted and that they won't be that bad. Does that sound familiar? Well, yeah, that's what we did last time with all the other ones. So for now, you got a little bit of a rally. People are liking it. We'll see how it develops. I do believe around 2 p.m. we will be hearing from your boy Donald Trump, and I think he's going to be announcing something related to automobiles. It's in Louisiana. That's the rumors, but that being said, baby, you're here now. You got your little bit of a rally. Let's see where it takes us by the end of the day. I have a couple plays that I'm going to be looking for, but you're here right now, man. You might as well tell me, what is your first play of the day? What do you got, baby? Post it in the chat. Let's go. Tesla calls, spy puts after 10 minutes, gotta wake up, CMG calls, Hood, Netflix, AAL, spy calls, Meta call, Tesla call, NVIDIA call, Tesla call, spy puts, closing spy calls, NVIDIA calls, Bitcoin shorts, SoFi, Tesla call, Apple puts, Palantir puts, MSTR, long-term spy weekly, PRMB, LMT puts, good morning, selling shares, selling spy at open, LMT, Trump coin, sell Palantir, covered calls, Tesla, cash hold, Sky W spread, bought Tesla puts on Friday, Apple calls, SPY, cash waiting, winging it, and the final plays. PRMB calls, playing tech in reversals, QQQ, Soxel, Micron, Peach. And it's a beautiful day. Amen. 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 So I'm going to be watching Boeing and Lockheed. Again, we had some nice hits on Friday, but I'd keep in mind Boeing, automakers as well. So Ford and GM because of that executive order. Then Amazon, I really like. I had a play on that one from Friday, so we're going to be riding that one out. And then you take another look there at Tesla, Microsoft, Big Tech, and then PRMB. I like Big Tech a lot now. So remember, that's the one that sold off. That's where your discount is. Between now and pretty much beginning of April or shortly after, we got some good seasonality, but I think we need to see where the market is after we get through this rumor. So now they're saying, oh, the tariffs are going to be targeted. I'm sure in the next week and a half, you're going to have a piece of news that negates that. And then we're going to get another good piece of news. And then I think that will be the final one. I don't know if that's too confusing or not, but we got a couple of minutes here. So let me go to the bathroom. Do they have any propaganda? There you go. You got your
wants to say it's secular, but when I spent the day at Home Depot, David, it's secular. There's not enough homes. They can't build 4 million homes. There's not a lot. We don't have a lot of turnover. Everyone's just hoping that maybe there'll be more homes made. Lenore has the ability to actually make a lot more homes. Okay. So if we want to fixate just on gross margin, maybe we're missing a larger picture, which is that we don't have enough homes and they're a beneficiary. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
no.
No.
More thoughtful about your downgrades, please.
All right. It was Evercore that did downgrade them this morning to inline. We got an opening bell coming up. A lot of stocks to watch this morning. Don't go anywhere.
All right, well, hold on. I need to give you the other one. No, they both just clapped on me. I was still sitting. I didn't even get to go. I needed to adjust something. Oh, man. Well, I'll give you the nice music in the background. God bless America. You got 2 minutes.
Had been offers before to take over Greyhound, but then in the midst of the pandemic 2.5 years ago, we had this fantastic opportunity to buy the brand and the network. When we took on Greyhound onto the Flix tech platform for network management, revenue management, we saw the highest unit economics in more than 100 years of Greyhound history.
My vision is to transform long-distance bus travel
1 minute.
in the United States.
Yeah, I was playing the Bloomberg
and make
music.
it
I liked
one
it.
of the.
Now they're playing you a Greyhound ad. I don't know, but we got 1 minute. Welcome to Monday. For real, I hope you guys, too, are very aware of it. Again, this is the final week ahead of these big-ass tariffs, and we talked about this. I told you ahead of the steel tariffs and then right ahead of the first round. Remember, this is, like, let me ask you this. Where did this rumor come from? We've done this every single time. So for the next couple of days, people are going to feel good on this carve-out news. It's going to get shot down eventually, and then there's going to be the real piece of news, which will be in the middle of both a carve-out and not a carve-out. Are you guys following? I'm just guessing, but I want to be prepared. That's why I'm saying we've gone through with these back and forth, so hopefully you don't get too ahead of yourself. Obviously, there's momentum. I'm just going to ride the plays we made from Friday, so hopefully you're not getting too swayed. And if your plays already benefit, take advantage of it. But, again, April 2nd is your day, so keep in mind you will get a lot of tariff or headline volatility leading up into that. So let's get it, baby. 20 seconds. Like the video. Let's go. It's a good day. It is a good day. All right, 5 seconds. Again, text should probably get the attention, but then we'll see by Euro close if that flips. Round 1. Fight. All right. Again, bonds, too, they're barely red. I think that's an interesting dynamic as well. SPY's up by 1, too. I think NASDAQ's doing a little better. Again, Meta finally moved. Yeah, all the big techs are up a lot. Oh, shit. That other SPY call from the other day is up 500%. What the fuck? Okay, sell one of them.
Back, we got an opening bell coming up. Any key to this market for
yeah,
you,
bro,
Jim,
that one's 30 cents
morning?
to 200.
Well, you know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, there is.
I forgot we had that. All right, I took that 500%. We got one more. I totally forgot about that play. Yeah, I didn't think. I guess it's in the money at. Oh, it's in the money. It's a 570. Yeah. So again, that was the one we got on Friday. I totally forgot. Yeah, so you got one more of those. Sold SPY 570. The Boeings are up on the Boeing premiums. They chilled out later. Okay, then the Amazons are up too. Okay, I'm going to make the Amazon free as well. Okay, made Amazon free. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be taking profits here in the first couple minutes. All right. The apples, we would have made more money if we held the original ones. I don't know if you got... I'm going to sell those, actually. Because, again, remember we went to the out-of-the-money apples on Friday? I got greedy. Yeah, so sell out of those because I don't think those are going to hold premium. They're up a little bit, but they're not the best. So I'm out of that. Save the money. We could double dip. Tesla. We have the old Teslas, but I don't know if those... Remember, I rolled over like 3 different times. I like the Amazon and the SPY calls. And then, let's see. For that SPY play, since it expires today and you're in the money, no exaggeration, we could look for a put if it's cheap enough. You had 10 for 572. Dude, I forgot we had excellent call-outs on Friday. I totally forgot. All I remember was the tech. I was like, okay, my tech plays, but I totally forgot we had those SPY calls. We had a lot of good ones. Yeah, bro, they were really cheap. I did not think they'd wake up at that price. So Broadcom's going. So here's the deal. You either take a little bit of profits on those calls. You can look for a put to protect or a ghetto spread, but make sure you take a little bit off top. That's at least what I'm doing. It's up to you, though. And then bonds are still low. Again, Meta's even climbing up. I really like Amazon. I made one free. And then where's Netflix? They were leading the other days. There's the SPY going up now. You go a little bit more. That's crazy. The contracts you're almost $1 in the money and the contracts stop going up. So the contract should have jacked up another $1 there. And they didn't, but then they're wrecking the puts. Very interesting. So watch out there. Your in the monies are moving less now. There's Tesla. Do we have the Tesla? No, I don't have any of those. I forgot. I think I either expired or I got rid of them. Okay, bonds going down. EMR, LMT on the high. They did not do good the other day. Again, after the Boeing thing. All right, I grabbed a play to balance out the other SPY call. Boeing's moving. Nice. Let's see. No, my rollover, because I did the shitty ones, so we hit it twice, and then I went for a third round. Those are still down, because I'm far out of the money now. But again, the ones near the money, they've done good. Can't get mad. Intel was moving up, so for those calling it out, see if Boeing keeps going. Again, high ticker's kind of balancing out. NASDAQ is up by 1.4, SPY 1.1, and then Dow 1.10, and then Russell 1.7. No shit. Russell's actually the leader on the day. So Intel's barely up by 1. AMD, where's NVIDIA? NVIDIA's up even 2 into 3. Again, Netflix on the low. They were the ones that was doing good last week while everything would kind of struggle. Mara, there's Tesla 260. And then Tim Walz apologized, or he said, he reiterated his statement to make sure you guys don't go all in shorting it. I don't know if you saw that. So I'm glad he did, because, yeah, some people got the wrong idea. Woo! All right, SPY's still running. Again, I forgot we had it in the money, but now you got it. Ford, FedEx going up. Again, FedEx got to upgrade. Like I told you guys, there's going to be something in Louisiana, but they're assuming it's going to be with automakers. I don't know if GM or Ford. GM's the one doing a little better. But I feel like somebody's going to get it. Someone's going to miss out of it. Tesla ripping. Oh, yes, sir. All the big tech finally, and that's why I think that's the opportunity. That's what we were talking about from last week, because they're the ones that's the thing that's cheap. Again, or at least came down with this little 10% pullback. But yeah, Tesla's ripping it now. Now you got Micron. Think about some of those post earnings. Where's Nike? They're still at below 70. Marvel. Tesla again. Long term, Tesla up on Donald Trump potential tariff leeway. That's just an automatic headline. NTAB, okay. SPY's still holding up, baby. So 5.7, damn. 5.737? When was the last time we were here? Yeah, bro. So you're in between 5.752 and then 5.7 like 72 and then like even 68. 52, 68, 74. Then you have filled this gap from March pretty much. I was the middle of March 10th. I felt so long ago. But yeah, you're coming back up there. I really didn't realize that is a pretty big gap up. Again, even NASDAQ, there's Tesla as well. Again, some moving more than others, but it seems anywhere from about 2 to 5% on any of these tech names. There's Apple now. I already got out of those. Maybe we double dip. MU breakout. Yeah, I have that in the top right. That one's post earnings, and it just keeps going. So that one might be a little fire. I think we had a continuation. They're about $2, and then they filled the earnings gap in like 6. Yeah, plays are up 31 on the day. They're decent. Meta just goes in bursts. That's it. If you're on it on the right side when it just goes straight up, I think you'll do good. If you buy it and then it doesn't get momentum, I think you'll get washed. It's a good name. Good name. Long term. Let's see. You've gone straight up here. I mean, literally 571.87. Again, the levels. This is another level, 42, like I told you. And then we're going to go 52 and then 60s. But yeah, this is getting you back to about 2 weeks ago. So you have filled, I think, the most recent gap. I think crypto was doing good. I'm not too sure. But generally, though, market is feeling the rally. Not only the tech that sold off a lot in the last month, but now you have this little tariff news, just like last time. And that's what I hope you guys recall that we've done this exactly before, where we woke up and they're like, oh, the tariffs aren't going to be that bad. And then it rips, and then eventually we kind of find an in-between story, the middle ground. I think that's going to be half true, half false, mixed in with a lot of other words. UUP on the high? Dollar? Yeah, dollar's barely up by 0.4. SPY's still going now. Let's see. Real estate names are doing good, so that's interesting. There's GM again. Like I'm telling you, I'm expecting auto stuff. I just don't know how to play it. That's kind of the problem. Tesla, Meta, Amazon, they're all doing great. Now you got Zim. Zim and a couple other smaller ones. I know FedEx still and transports. FedEx still at the high. UPS even going up right now too. Where's healthcare? Healthcare's in the green. Staples are in the green. I think this is all around good day with Russell leading it, or until we actually get the clarity on whatever the rumor is. So SPY plays are up 700 now. Again, Amazon's still working its way up. ANAB. There's Airbnb. And then financials. Good morning, baby. Yeah, XLE starting to break out. There's literally JP Morgan on the high. Even SoFi, another high on this SPY. So, bro, 11 minutes in. I mean, you already had the pre-market squeeze, but yeah, this is pretty big. So straight up, you're almost 100 points off of the close from Friday. And it's been 11 minutes of cash open. $56, baby. Happy Monday. I almost said Friday. It feels like a Friday, kind of. Woo! Yeah, watch financials. Those are starting to go up right now. Again, that I think is going to be very crucial to where we end up or not. Again, financials, staples. Don't forget that dynamic, especially over the last couple weeks. Volatility touches 3 weeks low. So VIX now below 20. Damn, the VIX is crushed. As always. Yeah, so again, we're back to March 14th. That's where this gap comes from. But then the SPY or the VIX itself, this is back to end of February volatility now. But yeah, volatility fell off. Again, you did have a big expiration on Friday. All right, so see, first little red candle literally all morning. There's one over here, but let's see if this stops or not. It's only been 11 minutes of cash open, about 100 points from Friday, and the news is generally positive news related to tariff delays. Kind of crazy. Hood pop. Hood, SoFi, and a few others started moving there. Yeah, Hood's killing it, 6.8. Coinbase up by 3. NVIDIA's coming down a little bit, so watch, because if tech flips, that's going to slow us down a lot. Like I'm saying, the last couple of weeks, you needed it. Listening to Josh makes you feel everything will be okay. Just get a long-term. You'll be fine. You could ignore everything I say, get a long-term, and look at your long-term, and you'll be like, oh, things aren't that bad. Oh, my long term. Oh, wait, I thought it was bad. Oh, the long term's still up. Oh. That's what I do. That is what I do. Tesla pump 6.8. I might be the knucklehead pump. I'm not too sure, but I'm surprised. I thought we're trying to save democracy here. So Tesla should be at $1, but hey, what do I know? What do I know? Kenview on the high. Again, there was news about them getting broken up by like some activist investors. See if that moves. It's starting to wake up a little bit. Kenview. Very weird options have been purchased. Just random ass strikes. You the man, baby. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the week. TNXP, I saw that on the high earlier. Again, bonds are starting to go up. So as SPY stops hitting a high for the first 4 minutes, you finally got your first 4 minutes of the bond market not getting worse. There's Meta again. So again, Meta is going to add, if that keeps up momentum like we're talking about here. I think it sucks when the momentum's not there, but when the momentum's there, it does tend to outperform. So we will see. Oh, whoa. Is that the PMIs? Yeah. So manufacturing PMI 49.8 versus 51.8. Interesting, because again, bad data. Service data, oh, there it is. Services was hotter. I was like, why did the bonds go down off of that? Services came in 54.3, estimate was 51, and then global composite 53.5 versus 51.3. So services were better, manufacturing was worse, and then together the composite was slightly higher than expectations. So I don't know if it'll affect the rally, but bonds are taking that personally. Carbo on me, I'll take it. Thanks for everything. Started a new job and no long-term deposits. Amen. I love it. Keep it up, and thank you. Happy Monday. All right, that's S&P PMI data. I don't know. Take it how you please, Habibi, but I think it's an interesting one. I think it was a mix of both. The first reaction kind of caught me off guard, but generally 2 out of 3 of them went up, and then services hotter, composite hotter. I don't think it's the worst. I mean, they were already in expansion, so I do think these were expected. Like I'm saying, the market's not really moving, but I'm surprised how personally the bond market took that one. So we'll see this week, too, if we really get, I don't know if these trade rumors or positivity is going to hold up, but let's see if you could finally get one of these weeks. If bonds do bad, see if the market actually holds up, or if the market suffers, though. Because take notice, if we end up lower and bonds get out of this range, I mean, you're watching the VIX fall off. If we watch the bonds fall off, I mean, I think that'll be an interesting dynamic here with the market. So Meta's still at the high. Tesla, big bonds after the PMIs. Again, 2 out of 3 of them came in hotter. Amazon's climbing. Micron again. That one's fire. And Tesla. Where would I be without my long time? LMT, TQQ, Meta. Yeah, LMT's still in the red. Bobo came down. I want Apple. That one we hit fire on Friday, but I think we might wait. Maybe wait till the tariff news like we did on Friday. We had a fat Apple play. That one worked, but like I'm saying, I rolled over. I should have kept the 220s. I got Gertie. They went up another 20, though, so we didn't really get too clapped. But the out of the monies didn't work. Meta and Tesla again. Robinhood. Tesla really running. What a knucklehead. No. So don't worry. Again, if they call you and they ask you for margin, just keep paying them money. So, or ask Tim Walz. I don't know. You can't tell people. Tim Walz told people that. Look at Tim Walz. You make one joke. Now look at what happened. Now we're watching democracy slip through our fingers. With every 1% of Tesla going up. Right. Not what Timmy said. I know smart, but it sounds like that's what Timmy said. That's why you should be careful with those things, because I don't know. That's what Timmy sound like he support. I do what Timmy tell. Timmy. I don't know if I'll play CoreWeave. We do have an IPO criteria. And if that hits, I might be down. I mean, I think it's going to have a lot of excitement. It's either going to be a dud or it might be like ARM, because ARM was an IPO, came in hot, was tied into everything, but then they ended up doing good. T-Mobile on the high. A lot of things, actually. Even now we got Citi moving up again. Where would I be with? Damn, we should have had the MS. Those popped even more. Damn. You're done with options. They rob people. I mean, they can. I've been robbed many times. But that's why the long term, and if you prioritize that, keep the budget. I mean, you'll find options that you'll work in, but either way, I don't think that decision is going to hurt you more than help you if you still keep the long term. The long term is fire. SPY keeps going. So I bought a put to protect it because I'm so deep in the money now. I could have bought the same strike price put for cheaper. So that's it. We are good to go. Tesla again. My goodness. You're watching the videos. Thank you. I'm sure it takes a toll on you. No, only foolishness takes a toll on me. Suffering a fool is terrible. But other than that, I really enjoy it. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it thousands of times over. I saw your email, but it was mad confusing, bro. I actually got it late night when I was coming home, and I opened up your email, and it fucking tweaked me out. I'm not going to lie to you, bro, because I read it, and you're like, I was looking for a house in Tennessee, and then you sent it to ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT was talking about a house in Napa, California. And then I like put in even like whatever I thought was the address, and it just showed me, and I went to bed. I turned off my computer, and I went to bed because I short-circuited. I was like, I have no idea what's happening. I'm too tired for this, and I just went home. So that's it. But, yeah, if you could send me the address, I'm interested, but I have no idea what the email was. From open, they hit. Yeah, a lot of plays hit. We have an 800% SPY call. Your Apples, if you kept it in the money, are up 300%. The Amazon's up just under 100%. And then that's it. Trump to hold another meeting with cabinet meeting with Musk on Monday. Nice. I tell you, Trump, Elon. Would I buy a house in Silmar? Yeah, I love the Valley. It has to be good, though. Because, dude, I told you that story. I told the Chad the other day, this was like a year or two ago, my homie in L.A. wanted a house, his first home. And I remember he sent me a house in Silmar, in the Valley, for like $900,000. It blew my mind. Because I remember I was looking at houses in like Silmar and Topanga for like $400,000 in the modern era. So I like the area a lot. I love Silmar, believe it or not. I just don't like the high price. I wouldn't pay $1 million for Silmar. But if you could get it at like a good starter home price, I'm a big fan. Today's your birthday! Happy birthday, Skittle! Wow, good work, man. Way to keep up a good journey, bro. Let's go. Oh, I love it. Happy birthday. All right, man. SPY keeps going. SPY's going to take it home. That's it. Again, even those Amazons are fire, too. There's Tesla, even more, even a little bit of Meta. Service now, bro. Tesla's killing it. I think there's a lot of fuel. Man, why did all my rollovers expire? I'm so mad I didn't have a Tesla with more time. That was easy. Yeah, those already went up 300% in the morning. You could have grabbed it in the morning and still doubled or tripled up. Okay, there's Amazon now, but those are already up, like I'm saying. We already have positioning. Your own Swiss and yen, dollar flying. But, like, remember what I was saying on Friday? The weird part about this week is that, or like the last couple weeks, months, we're moving with the dollar. We're not going opposite. So dollar catches a bid, the NASDAQ follows. Dollar gets rocked, the NASDAQ follows. Very fascinating. If you have a friend who wants to move but doesn't want to deal with realtors, what do you say? I mean, you're going to deal with the realtor no matter what, but as a buyer, it doesn't affect you as much. So as a buyer, you don't pay nothing. It's the seller paying the commission. So quite frankly, if I was trying to buy a house, like why not make a real estate agent work and send you shit? But then you're going to have to put in the offer somehow. So eventually either you have to have a license or you need somebody to put a residential purchase agreement together and send it over and make sure you have that. MSTR on the high now. Damn, they're up 5. Do you think Trump is aiming for a weaker dollar? I don't think he cares about the dollar. I think he wants to do what Bassett wants to do. I think they want 3 million more barrels a day of oil. I think they want 3% rates and 3% growth. I think they're trying to execute something along those lines. Other than that, and I think whatever is the cost, that's it. Because, and then too, I think Trump wants a strong dollar. But remember, there's a difference between a strong dollar and a nominally strong dollar. So don't ever forget that. And that's why I think it gets a little confusing. 5 years with the Colt, 9 months paid, baby. It's felt longer, baby. And how's that house? Let's go. God bless you, baby. Thank you for all the support. And y'all get a long-term, man, okay? I feel like we've had a lot of good trades recently. We've had a lot of fun. You know, we woke up to an 800%er today. You had 1,000%ers on Friday, but I think we should have a good long-term rant, So just give me a little bit. Let's get through the morning, but make sure you guys save 10%, okay? It's good for you. It'll change your life. And you own stocks. And remember, the market's fun and all, and you'll have these opportunities. I told you this year, the next couple years, I think we're going to have thousands of opportunities. I feel like we've already had hundreds. So when it's all said and done, don't miss out on that, and don't let the fear of missing out get you from not saving and taking full advantage of the market and owning equities, baby. This is what I'm saying. That's why, because when homie was like, oh, long term, and I was just saying, just look at your long term, you'll feel everything's okay. Because if you listen to the news and you look at a lot of things, I'm telling you, this is our long term. So here's year to date. We started in January. You go up. You get the benefit off the rally. Everybody freaks out. It comes down a little. You chill, then it comes out. We're chilling, bro. Chilling. I need to see Colt's sister, actually. I don't know if she's awake right now. So I don't know if it'll let me log in. Shout out to Peach. Gotta stay consistent, man. All right, SPY's still running. You got literally 800% now on that other play. Here's what I would do. I already did it earlier. It's less now, but you could literally go buy. If you have the 570 that we are in the money on, you could literally go buy a daily like 571 now for 70 cents. The contract we have is worth $400 almost. So that way, if you lose on it, you can make sure you get paid on the other one. But yeah, that one's absolutely fire. Joe Cordero. What a name, baby. Met a guy who worked at Abbeville. He was jacked and raced Corvettes. That makes sense. OpenAI chief Sam Altman. World Network in talks with Visa for stablecoin wallet. What? Visa and WorldCoin? Or World Network? Honestly, nothing's moving off of it. I don't know if we're going to get lucky. Somehow, all Visa plays are up 100% off of this morning move. It's kind of weird. I don't like them. I like the out of the monies, but then I was going to buy them, but I'm like, we're going to buy out of the money. I might as well just spend the same amount for the one near the money. Judge denies Trump admin request to set aside temporary block on deportations. So yeah, I was saying if you have the fives, we bought the 570s on Friday for $30. They're trading right now for 300. They were just at 400. And what I'm saying, because look, you have 570, the stock's at 572. You could go buy a 571 for $80 right now, and then that way, if you fall out of the money, that 571 will probably be in the money. The only way you lose is if it gets trapped at 572, but then you should still have $200 of value on the original contract. So that's why I did it with 570, but now you could do it a little bit better here. In LA, I do. Email me. I have a couple people in LA. I have really good people all around SoCal, but they don't like traveling. That's the It's funny, but kind of sad. I have some people who work in construction. They don't want to travel in California because they're scared of the police. So, but I do have people in LA, depending on the area. You could send an email. I'll refer you. Your only problem is going to be when to take the 570 now. That's it. Trump admin asks U.S. Supreme Court to block judicial order to rehire thousands of federal workers. 570, 5.3, damn. So I think we just filled the gap. This is the level, though. Russian Defense Ministry repels Ukrainian drone attack. Tesla again, and Marvel, and Micron. You're getting a lot of things running. Every sector green. Dude, look at Tesla. I'm mad, dude. All my rollovers expired. We hit good on Friday, but if we held that original play, that would have done really good. All right, I'm selling my last call. Fuck it. Because I already have the put, but I want to walk away big win. That's $60 into like 600. So I'm down. I think I might be too early, but if I'm going to play anything else, we'll see. Tesla short squeezing? I don't know. It's just acting like a real knucklehead. March 22nd, Ukraine hit gas distro center in Belgorod region. Belzerog. Bro, all of these calls are up 500%. That sucks. Because that means tomorrow's going to be horrible. No matter what happens, depending on where these calls end up, that means you're going to come in tomorrow with so much fucking hangover. Yo, PSN, Parsons. I swear I just saw it on the wire. Something's going on with Parsons, something with Lionsgate as well. Parsons up 2-2, very illiquid. No, like, buyout options. It doesn't look crazy yet. But that's moving. There's LMT on the high. Actually, where is it? Yeah, that other SPY play, bro. Because I bought early. I'm going to just sell it. I bought it to protect the other call, but you don't have to lose the full value of that. Because then you get 50 more bucks back. Let's see. Let me hold it for a little bit just in case it comes back up. But yeah, get rid of that play because you don't have to waste your money if you don't need to protect it anymore. And then we could reposition. Yeah, I forgot. I was going to let it ride, but I'm like, wait a minute. It's not really clapped. Okay, it's coming back up. So getting out of that, got 50 bucks back. And that gets your net cash gain higher. Yeah, look. Gosh, maybe I should have held it. SPY coming down here a little, but look at the bonds. Notice they got clapped on the data. Now they're staying pinned. LMT is starting to go up now. Yeah, that was big volume. LMT is just not cheap. That's the only thing that sucks. Well, we're going to punt. Mara Pop, they were up in the morning. That's good. I like it. I don't want to force it, but we got some good plays. Got some good plays, my brethren. There's Amazon Humana. AMD, even Tesla now. Yeah, AMD's really launching. What's going on there? Is there anything with chips? Why is it look... Nah, AMD looks like its own little world right now. Anybody got a word on that? Yo, check AMD. Brussels airport cancels all departing flights. Yeah, watch AMD. That's running. Euro falls to the lowest. SPY coming down here. Watch out. We might start getting a weird mix where the indexes aren't going to kind of highlight the, the indexes may not highlight some of the individual moves. So be mindful. Aklo, you just had that one thing. Again, the Visa and Sam Altman. I don't know if there's Bitcoin news. I mean, we woke up with Bitcoin doing decent. Again, if anything, the currencies are kind of making more headlines. Bitcoin's killing it. 88 up 5%. Kind of wants to go higher. There's AMD again. I like AMD, but I want to play it because of this. But it's already up 4. Premiums are up there. If this slows down in any way, you get whacked. Docs on the high. There's AMD again. Again, I don't know the news, but this is definitely different than any of the other chip names so far, maybe except Micron. So that's in its own little world for now. When is a good time to sell, Bill? So we are like, it just depends what you want to do. But are you aware that we are like 2 years like out of Bill now? Because I want to make sure, because right after like the first set of like policy change, when we expected rates to go down, it coincided with Fidelity. But what I'm trying to tell you is that, Bill, you could use a money market if you are confused. So if you're like, when do I sell Bill and all that, I want you to, one, know there's money markets available that make this a lot easier. And then two, just in general as well, like, this idea of holding cash, I'm coming back to it because I used all my money. But, this idea of Bill and chill, we have ended that a couple years ago. I hope you're aware of it because I don't want you still behind or in a way thinking that, oh, yeah, I'm only building up cash because I don't have cash. So I need it with how we've done. But for now, I mean, you could get rid of Bill at any point. Yeah, you guys don't remember? It was like, I guess, when did the whole Bill thing end? Was it like end of 23 or even kind of leading into the end of 24 as well? We had 2 instances where Powell, he was kind of indicating the end of it. What changed is the rates. Well, right, especially once they started cutting rates, I was telling you, okay, we should move into value. You guys don't remember that? You guys don't remember the first rate cut? And then I started telling you, okay, we should start buying. And then we bought MO, literally. So right when I did that, I bought MO. And we bought a bunch of other dividend payers because literally now once the rates go lower, we know there's going to be a shift. You don't need it as much. Cash is going to change. And that's why I said let's lock in high yield. Remember, again, I started buying Pfizer and MO, and people are like, why? Because I said the rates are coming down, so we're going to lock in some of our yields before that changes. And then it felt kind of weird, but now looking back, I think that did come true. Fuck! Those AMDs hit! I could have already flipped my 20%. All right, well, I missed out of that. I had one on my screen. Twitch stalled? Why? That's weird. Twitch never gets clapped. Oh, my YouTube just got clapped. Trump reportedly preparing more targeted tariffs to allay concerns. Semaphore. You guys hear me? Did I get clapped on YouTube? I don't see YouTube anymore. Oh, no, there they are. All right, yeah, we good. Yeah, my E-Trade just bugged out. Again, Semaphore talking about the Trump tariff rollback. Got LMT, go work. I like it. I know I had to play on AMD, but like I said, it was getting too jumpy, and I didn't want to force it, but it looked good. Okay, my E-Trade's still tweaking out. Reset connection. Yeah, AMD still 111. Okay, Ryanair, low ticker is balancing out. You're getting back to VWAP, so I mean, shit, you could even double dip that call if you really wanted to, but I don't think I will be. Where's Target? They were doing good on Friday, too. 105, not bad. It's still below 107. For years, I was saying how 107 was kind of the price we wanted to get back down to because everybody would always ask me if I liked it, but, 105, not bad. Okay, high ticker just got a boost there on the short end. So literally something just happened last 30 seconds. Couple names. There's Visa. Again, you had a Sam Altman headline. Did not move. Amazon's still holding. The premiums are doing better. Bitcoin is literally up 5%, maybe more now. And then MSTR, Coinbase, Robinhood, they're all doing very good. There's AMD now, round number 3. I guess technically round 2. We just caught it earlier. Citi again, watch XLF in banks. NASDAQ's up 1.7, Dow 1.2, Russell 1.87 on the, and then SPY 1.4. What time is it? We got time. Yeah, this is the highest Bitcoin has been since March 7th. So good. We've been here for a little bit over about 40 minutes on the day. Here is your market checkup. Up on the NASDAQ, 94 names in the green. 6 in the red. So, yeah, this is 94% green on the NASDAQ. Dow Jones, 25 green, 5 in the red. And then S&P 500, 457 in the green, 43 in the red. So, yeah, you have 90%. Which ones are red on the Dow? Give me a sec. Nike's one of them. Nike, Microsoft, Procter & Gamble, Merck, and Disney. Those are the only ones red on the Dow. On the NASDAQ, the only 7 names now. Netflix, Take-Two, Microsoft, AstraZeneca, Starbucks, Kraft Heinz, and Warner. Those, again, just shitty names, really. Warner doesn't count. Kraft Heinz already in the gutter. Starbucks is just coffee. AstraZeneca is medical. Microsoft is still the biggest in the world. Take-Two, where's Grand Theft Auto? And then Netflix is down because it goes up when everything goes down. So, yeah. I like KHC. I could put it to the long term, but it's not my number one pick. We've talked about this before. I think I say it every single time. It's, it's a good name. It has value. It meets criteria. You probably use it, but I just think there's more compelling names, but it's not the worst. I think you're closer to the target than not here. I just think you could get maybe a higher quality name. Okay, coming back up. And then I need to go to the bathroom. So follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Real Cult News on Twitter. I hope your Monday morning is good, and let's have a great rest of the week. Again, you're going to get Trump and Elon and a lot of other people later today, so we still kind of got a lot in store. Latest thing was the data, and we're barely up from there.
DeepSeek,
Jeremy
and
Jeremy
Big ID, is China
okay, I'll be right
being
back.
able and others to implement AI without the highest end chip products? The word about, I think that people fear most if they're big tech investors, is commoditization. is it going to be much cheaper to produce it? Now, that's going to benefit all of us, but it ain't going to benefit, a lot of the chip producers that use the AI. So I think there's still some concern, and that's part of the rotation, I think, that was from the Mag 7, which really were not that affected by the tariffs, but the question of, will they be able to maintain the margins that they once have? So that uncertainty, I think, is honestly still out there. We get almost every day China announcements that, hey, we're able to do this and that and that, with cheaper chips. And again, good for the AI users, but not good for the AI chip producers.
Yeah. All right. The debate continues. Jeremy,
Yes.
Always appreciate it. Thank you, Jeremy Siegel.
Thank you, David.
As we head to break, here's our roadmap for the rest of the hour. A late rally helping Microsoft prevent an 8th week of losses. We'll discuss whether the bottom is in for the Mag 7 names.
Plus, Eli Lilly is expected to give a first look on key data involving its obesity pill being the key here. We'll have a closer look at what's at stake.
And the health of housing, how tariffs are impacting construction costs, particularly for the high-end projects. Big show still ahead. Squawk on the Street. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Wait, I still need a carbo. I'm gonna play you the other propaganda.
In the so-called mixture of experts machine learning approach, it got results similar to those from NVIDIA chips like the H1800. And the private equity industry is pushing to change the way taxes for indebted businesses are calculated, seeking to add depreciation and amortization to the earnings formula used to determine tax deductions. That would generate bigger tax deductions for heavily indebted companies, boosting savings to up to 15% in some cases, and increasing
like a
returns for
workaround?
the PE firms that own them. The industry's lobbyists are forming alliances with manufacturers and other industries.
Interesting. You hate Disney? So are you talking about the move? Bro, AMD, I whiffed that. They went 100 to 180. I had that play. Fuck. But yeah, that's going there. So I don't know why. That just started taking over out of nowhere. But yeah, did you guys see the Disney flop? I mean, I own Disney. We're still up on it. I'm not as bearish on the company as you are. I think you hate it for personal reasons. And even though I kind of agree with you, I still like the company. But Snow White was a flop, dude. Oh, yeah. It was bad. It's because that chick, that the lead actress is literally, like, very insufferable. And that's it. It's sadly... That was the girl who was like, Trump people should get hurt. Or like, she said a bunch of crazy shit, dude. And like, ever since then, a lot of people did not like her. But now the movie came out. Here, let me get you guys the box office numbers. Movie box office. But yeah, they're going to lose like 200 million on that movie. It's fucked. So it was like 200, 300 million budget. And then first week came in with like 30 or 40 million, which is terrible. Especially for a classic remake. Did I watch it? No, fuck no. I don't want to watch it. That's like, so I watched Inside Out, like, and my girl, she likes, all those movies, but even she doesn't even want to watch it. Like, yeah, I'm not like, oh, yeah, that girl pisses me off. I can't, like, it's not like even her political takes, just, I don't know, something, I just look at her and I get annoyed. So I'm like, no, I'm good. Yeah, I wouldn't even pirate it, no. That's funny. Well, here, I don't know. But then again, when was the last time we do this every couple of months? But when was the last time we even had a good reporting? Like from the box, like when was the last big movie you had? I know there was a couple last year. Inside Out, I feel like. Oh, where is that one, too? PRMB. And then Spy, again, you hit a high, and now we're chilling, so just watch out. PRMB, yeah. This was the Saratoga water. Oh, Moana. I haven't seen that yet. My niece did, but I haven't. I need to get on that. Okay, so here it is. Here's box office. So Disney, literally, it was the #1 selling movie, but it was just still very, very light compared to what it was. But then that's what I was saying. Like, what's Black Bag, Captain America? I don't think that's new. And then whatever all these other movies are. But yeah, pretty low. But others, which one was it? Old movies are bringing in more per theater. But then again, it just depends. How many? Yeah, this was the most showed. 4,200 theaters to generate 43 million. So literally, this movie was shown in double to quadruple the amount of places. WTO, EU said and not ready to accept the establishment of a panel. Considers China's request for panel to examine EU battery duties. Okay, SPY going up. I already sold out of my SPY calls, unfortunately, but I'm happy with the gain. But you might have a little bit more in store. Again, next level. You guys are already filling this one, but pretty much 5. So you have 2 more points, 575. That would be, I think that'll probably be the ultimate where we end. Because again, that's been a level I've been telling you guys for weeks, and we're finally there. You keep seeing libs compare the Bud Light boycott to destroying Teslas. I've seen that too. I posted a meme. It's good though, but like there's supposed to be riots or like protests at the stores, I believe. Someone's like organizing it, but like I said, on Friday, LT had got into another incident driving the vehicle. And then Coinbase ripping right now. But other than that, it was chill. Not as bad. Tesla going 272. SPY still up. Now Microsoft again. That's one of the only names it was just read there. UVXY or VIX is already sub 20. So the actual VIX is already fell below. Again, MSTR coin. Bitcoin's already up. SPY running. Again, you got 2 more points to fill the gap from 2 weeks ago. No one harm Bush. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could protest anything you want. The moment you start destroying shit, just know that that's cuckoo. That's wacko, okay? And that's it. It's very simple. You could like the medical industry is fucked up. It's very, very wrong, but you shouldn't shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying? Tesla, you are not have to agree with Elon. You are entitled to believe that he is truly fascist. That is okay. But to go into burn a car is wrong. So, just some simple objectivity here. I hope it helps, but I think most of you get it in here. So tell a friend. I don't know. Maybe be a friend. Maybe offer a hug. Offer an enjoyment, and and that's it. Okay, SPY, bro. Tesla is really running it right now. And then because if Nvidia plays along, that'll be good, or Meta. And then bonds, they're still at the lows from the data. So again, you got a little bit of stock advancement while bonds decline, which kind of unwinds what we went through. But either way, we will see. EZU. High ticker is getting a lot more active. Like little random names. It's hard to tell. I think every industry's up. That's why I can't really 95% of the market is green today. Tesla, BYD, that was in the morning. Even then, Tesla's still killing it. And then I saw somebody post it. There was a BYD in California. I don't know how they're doing it. But apparently, you might start seeing China EVs on the road. I can't believe it. I've never seen that in my life. I saw a picture on the 101 of a BYD with a U.S. plate. It was tripping me out. I don't know. I don't know how that. I know it's in Europe. Like you could buy a BYD in the UK right now. But I did not know that they. I don't know. Was it a Mexico plate? Oh, maybe. Yeah. It could be that would make a lot of sense then. I'm like, I can't believe I saw a U.S. again in the U.S. Electric China car. Haven't really seen it that much. Okay, Tesla's still going. SPY, PGY now. There's Baidu. All right, China names starting to play on. Now the Baidus those are up for a little bit, and then they went down. But yeah, Baidu's starting to climb now. I feel like we haven't heard a lot about China this morning. So that could be the second part of the leg. See what happens. Again, you got Euro closed. Do they close normal time now, or do we have to wait another week? The 30th? Yeah, is the end of the month then? UAL again. K-Web starting to move. SPY near the high. No, BYD's cool. That's the car that, like I'm saying, like they've, even the headline today, they sell a lot. Like they make moves. They have like the nice McLaren-looking cars. Then they got these other just like sedans. They look like Teslas mixed with Porsches. Yeah, they look good. UAL, CP, Canadian Pacific. Why is this running up here? 1-8. Yo, check railroads, CP popping. Check UNP too. Otherwise, this will be individual. Yeah, something's going on, bro. Hold on. The other one's getting worked. The plays are already up a lot. Did they halt it? What the hell? It's not even putting in orders. Am I tripping? OPEC set to proceed with plans for next monthly oil output hike in May. 3 OPEC sources say. I don't know if that went through. Again, all I saw is UNP down, CP up. That's why. I mean, I don't know if I got filled. My thing's tweaking out right now. I have no idea. But well, watch CP. This is weird. It's not halted, but my order is like it went through, but it didn't. White House says Hyundai to announce $20 billion invest. I think that's the Louisiana thing. CP. Whoa, Tesla again. What? So those out of the money puts didn't, man. We had, dude, I thought we were about to bring fucking freedom to America. No. No. It's about Hyundai. I heard that. I've heard a couple things because they're signing something in Louisiana, and I'm pretty sure it's related to autos and like factories. And that's where I think they're trying to, I think Hyundai may announce something. The 245 calls hurt. I know we had good ones, but it doesn't hurt because we keep running in the plays. So that's why just be content, be small, and you should have a good time. I can't complain. Jake from State Farm. What up, baby? Core Real Estate loves you, all you beautiful souls, baby. Hey, man, how you been? How was the weekend? I hope a good one. I hope rested and relaxed to be here for this Monday. Man, Tesla's still going. VRT now. I don't see anything on the UMPs. I still don't know if I might need to reset my heat trade here. Or the CP. Then there's Tessie. EHC, what's this? Encompass Health Pop. Bonds catching a bid. Yeah, today was, again, the Trump rumor mixed in with, remember, we were talking seasonality and a lot of other things last week, and then we kind of got around the Fed and all of that, but generally, today is the positive part of the tariff rumor, and I think it's unlocked a lot in tech, but we'll see until we get the reality. The reality of back and forth. Thanks, Tesla. First super chat. Let's go, baby. Good morning. Yeah, White House, Hyundai to announce $20 billion. I think that's going to be around 2 or earlier, but that'll be in Louisiana. I think. NVO, big sales deal in China. I saw there was some news on like $4.99 earlier, but like it was Eli Lilly. They're like doing a $4.99 plan. And then TLT, oh no, TIL. And then Robinhood, then crypto. All of them are doing good. Okay, CP's climbing up again, and then TEM, and then Tesla is just running, bro. Tesla, again, I don't think there was any like good news. I think it's just kind of a short squeeze, to be honest. Again, there's even competitor news of the China EVs. Yeah, Bitcoin fell off $800 from the top. Tesla, 275. Hyundai is going to announce like a $25 billion investment into the United States. Or $20 billion, something like that. I believe. Have we official bottomed in the market? I don't know. But if you have watched the watch list leading into this, we've been talking about a broad view. And over the next couple of weeks, we should confirm whether or not this is either going to be a monster rally off of the 200-day or if we don't see a high for the rest of the year. So I think it's leaning into seasonality and a couple of other things, but we still got a little bit more to confirm. MLGO AMD, that my whiffer of the day. Nike oversold. I don't know. I like it, though. It's below my price. And I was telling everybody because people keep asking me about it. My portfolio is a little different. So if you don't have a lot of cash, I'll let you know when to buy Nike. But if you have a lot of cash, I think you're good to go whenever. But I'll think Nike is a good time to buy when I actually buy it. White House official, no final decision on April 2nd tariff plan. So take note right now what's going on. You literally have this is going to be the clarification. This is what I was telling you about. We start with the rumor. Everybody goes back and forth, but let's see what the White House says and whether or not it like kind of chills everything out. What time? 7:33? Damn, it's early. Oh, FedEx. All right. Well, let's see. We got the White House official. I'm waiting for another comment, but let's see if this either pours cold water or not. But everything's doing very, very well. High-low ticker's still dancing around, so we'll see. Oh, Boeing would be nice. Boeing and Apple. But yeah, Boeing's going up. I don't know if our double dip plays will work on that. I got rid of the Apple, but we're going to might come back to this one. Intel still drilling, and then AMD still running. Bonds near the low. So see, though, because bonds have been kind of going down all day. The market liked it for a little bit, but let's see if there's a kind of a limit to that. Tesla calls, good work. Those are fire, man. The best broker in the EU? Oh, I don't know. Ask them. And then banks are going up right now. I see Citi and a couple of regionals. And then bonds near the low. I haven't looked at gold. Again, if gold goes up, though, see what happens with the dollar. Again, Bitcoin fell off right there. Yeah, gold is plummeting, but it just looks like a plummet, but it's only a quarter. MLGO, there's that small cap runner. We saw that a couple of times. Where's Pfizer in healthcare? Pfizer's coming down. Let's see if Staples, if you guys know, yeah, Staples are about to come down here, which doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing as long as tech holds up, but you could kind of get an idea of where we're moving. ONEW on the high. This whole run up over? Oh, I don't know. I just think we're going to get volatility. I mean, lower volatility with the VIX coming down, but like I said, you don't need to act like you've never seen this. You guys have lived through this exact moment about 30 to 45 days ago, right? We have tariffs on the menu. Everyone kind of worried. The market does its thing, and then you hear tariffs won't be as bad, and then we rip, and then we get a reality check to it, and then the truth is going to be somewhere in the middle, and then that'll be around after we're going to have another freak out too. You pretty much tariff, feel good, feel bad, feel good, feel bad, and then you end up feeling good once it's all over. So that's kind of what I'm expecting, but other than that, it doesn't really tie me into like this has to happen or not. I'm just keeping in mind this is the good news part of it. I'm expecting more details that'll kind of either, walk it back a little bit or a lot, and then we'll go from there from the next step. I know AMD, man, all day. Bonds lower, SPY trying to work its way up here. Again, you had that little White House statement, but nothing too dramatic off of it. Yeah, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, it looked like something was going on. I mean, I'm glad I called it out, but I was just like, I'll wait. Thank you, God, for this day that we may gather together, baby. Amen. Amen. Thank you for Josh. Wow. God bless you, bro. God bless you. Amen. Okay, bonds near the low. That one's, like I say, you're kind of walking back some of the progress, but, remember we were looking at it on Friday, noticing SPY and bonds coming together. Oil's starting to pop now, so be on the lookout for any oil headlines. We did have an OPEC headline, like 10 minutes ago? So, yeah, right around here, you had the little drop in pop, and now OPEC or oil is running. APP on the high. Trump Truth Social post. Or, let's see. We gotta fucking queue up the truth. Venezuelan sanctioned tariff. Yeah, he said, President Donald Trump announced today the U.S. will be putting what is known as a secondary tariff on the country of Venezuela. That's why oil is going up. For Venezuela, for numerous reasons, including Venezuela has purposely and deceitfully sent to the U.S. undercover tens of thousands of high-level and other criminals. Among gangs to the U.S. is Tren de Aragua, which has been given the designation of foreign terrorist organization. Therefore, the country that purchases oil and gas from Venezuela will be forced to pay a 25% tariff on any trade they do with our country. All documentation will be signed April 2nd, Liberation. Please let this notice serve as to represent the Department of Homeland Security, Border Patrol, and all other law enforcement agencies have been notified. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So now you will get tariffed if you deal with Venezuela. So not only are they doing secondary tariffs on Venezuela, but any country that buys Venezuela energy. So yeah, like we said, this is kind of, let's play the back and forth. You wake up with good news. Now here's the bad one. You see what I'm saying? But let's see. The market might be able to absorb it, but let's see how crackheady people are today. Let's see how fearful they are. Yeah, this is new. Now he's saying, I'm going to tariff you. Yeah, Trump to take effect April 2nd. So that's hitting the wire now again. But then now, let's see how the market takes the secondary tariff. It's pretty much what he's saying. That if you deal with them, you will get tariffed. Honestly, the reaction is very light for now, so nothing has developed. I see airlines running, UAL, Delta. That's kind of been going on all day. Damn. They have 7 and 5? News report, Louisiana says Hyundai $5 billion. That would make sense. It's what we are expecting. Venezuela, BTC. No, that's El Salvador. City on the high still and Hood. See if any of the crypto plays keep going. Okay, market's still holding up on that. Again, we haven't, the reaction very, very light. I mean, we're not near Euro close, still early. Everything's green. NASDAQ about 2. Russell about 2. SPY 1.5, and then Dow 1.2. Can't thank you enough doing your thing, baby. Changed my life. Let's go, man. The long term. That's where the life changes. Amen. Let's make Tesla free. Good work. Good work. Officials from U.S. and Ukraine to hold more talks after Russia meeting in Saudi Arabia ends. Senior Ukrainian government source says. NNE. Wasn't Oklo on the low earlier? Interesting. Oh, they're all up like 10%. Watching the bonds catch a bid too. That GM. Well, yeah, again, it's Hyundai. We should get more stuff on autos later, but it's still kind of hard to pinpoint. Target on the high, U.S. Steel on the high now. So I don't know if we're going to get anything there. Oklo reports after hours. They don't have any, like, business, do they? Aren't they, like, aren't they still just trying to raise money? We will say. Okay, high ticker's still going. I'm seeing Myrna now. Pfizer was on the low. Healthcare is a little weird. You got U.S. Steel. Any crypto plays are doing good. Banks are doing good. I haven't seen any, like, mega cap tech in a while. Yeah, they're, like, kind of chilling. Amazon wants to go, but that's about it. And then Tesla, that's what. Actually, NVIDIA, shit. So hold on here. NVIDIA might try to break out. It wants to. It's at 120. But then this SPY is chilling. VWAP climbing slightly. Yeah, NVIDIA got the pickup, but we'll see if it holds. Again, Apple would be nice too. But all big tech, except for like Amazon and then Tesla. Some of them, they like Amazon and Tesla or NVIDIA want to break out. Tesla's just doing its thing. Officials from Ukraine, you already got that one. You love Tesla. Palantir, there's NVIDIA now, big volume. Then Robinhood, what time is it? 7:40. Still early. And you filled some of the gaps. You got one more left on the spot. 57.55. Yeah, like another 20 in store. Up 1.5. Then Palantir, that one keeps going. I keep seeing that. Yeah, Palantir, 96.66. Will I use my deposit April 1st? I have no idea. Sadly, like, I think I'm kind of like Trump. You'll know April 1st. You know, we'll see. Because lately, I mean, I have my plan. I think I've explained it pretty clearly. But if you have any uncertainty towards it, like if you're like, oh, do I like this? When will I do this? It'll be when I do it. So, but I have no plans for now, but we'll see where things are at. We'll see what the market does, and hopefully we can either do something, or even if we don't. I mean, I've been liking building the cash. I'm not too bothered by it. I have concepts of a plan to use my deposit. Yeah, kind of, not really. I don't even have a concept. I know what I want, but if it's not there, it's not there. Dash going up. And then there's NVIDIA breaking out. Bro, SPY's holding up great because you have a lot of push and pull right now. I'm surprised we're not moving up more, but we got a couple of the big dogs moving now. And then the bonds came back up. Over 120. It's 121 and going higher. Again, the high tickers are still balancing out. Long term, still looking good. My email, tradingfraternity@gmail.com. I just don't want stuff off market. Palantir going crazy. All right. I took a small loss on that last one. Oh, I didn't send out the True Social one? Iran oil ministry denies what is said about Iranian tankers being seized. Victor, welcome, baby. I think Netflix is the only big tech in the red. There's the video, though, now. So, again, AMD, that one led the way first, man. That one was fire. April 2nd. No, Trump said that. Trump said he did it April 2nd because he didn't want people to think it was April Fool's. And try to, I was like, damn, when I heard that. So, no, I think he's serious. We just don't know. And then again, like this morning, we're playing the back and forth game. You're going to hear a rumor about how much easier it's going to be. And then he's going to be like, that's not true. And then he's going to find something in the middle. And that's usually the back and forth in the week ahead of tariffs. UNH going up. And if healthcare could get up, like I said, we had Staples give up a little bit. They came up. Again, I think financials are on fire today. So we'll see. And then it's 10:47. Still got a lot of time, baby. Good morning. And your long term is happy to be here today. All right, you're working your way up. There's Tesla again. High ticker just tweaked. Yeah, Robinhood again. Crypto, all of those, and now this time you have NVIDIA playing along. Amazon was doing good too, so they might break out to the high. I think lagging now is Meta, Apple, and Microsoft as far as big tech, and then you generally got a couple of other smaller names or in the middle like your boy Palantir ripping it. Apple, Bumble now on the high. Where's Palant? Palant 97. SPY about to break out now. So there you have it. Oh, yeah. What happened to that one? Okay, I did get filled on that one. Yeah, CP, I got filled. It just lagged. But that one's it's just holding. All right, spy near the high. Can we email the long term? No. But what we will do is the next live watch list that we talk long term. I think the live watch list will be a great place to do long term reviews. Spy, and NVIDIA. All right, man, this is round. This is your third high now. You actually haven't broken out here for an hour. So, again, we chilled here, 5757. I think you go to 62 or 72. It's one of those. But you're right there. Again, gold a little lower, oil going up on those OPEC headlines, and then the currencies are generally doing good. Again, euro and pound, that's made a lot of noise in headlines this morning. Netflix just goes down when the market goes up. It's kind of been the weird one out with because, again, it goes up when the market goes down. So I think they're in their own little world. Their earnings are good. Even though it's a consumer stock, it's clear that Netflix kind of is insulated. But I think they're holding up a good level. They're outperforming. They go up when the market goes down. Market goes down, or the market goes up. They kind of slow down until it matches up with everything else. I don't think it's anything individually causing that. All right, there's that run, baby. I should have held the other ones, but I don't think I would have been making as much. That's why I didn't want to lose it. But I haven't found a call play. I just have my Amazons. Nike is tempting. Like I said, just your cash level in your account should communicate to you. You guys should know my plan. You should know I'm in a unique situation. But that's why I said you could either wait for me, but if you have a lot of cash, I actually think this is one of the easiest markets because you could go and pick up a couple of names, lower that cash a little bit, and then you wait. But if you have cash, it's easy. If you don't have a lot of cash, you got to be very, very intentional because, when things come down, you're going to want that cash. So that's why so right now there's certain names down. If you have cash, use a little bit. But if you don't have cash, you're going to want that cash when we get our discount. So, but remember, this could be the dip buy. If we rally off the 200-day moving average, I put this up on the watch list. I put this up last week, actually. It was on Thursday watch list. I told you cash. And I want you to think about the cash. You better make up your mind right now, broadly speaking. Why? Because if the market rips and this is the bounce off the 200-day, you are going to regret it a little bit having cash. You're like, why didn't I buy? Why do I have cash? Blah, blah, blah. Why? Why would I? Blah, 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 blah. You're going to be pissed. I know you. I know me. I know the stock market and how people behave. That's what happens. It's very, very simple. Right now, you've been tempted with lows for about a month. There is a lot of fundamental spread and market depth that tells you, hey, this is a huge dip buy right now. However, you look at other things, it's like, nah, this is odd. So, like I'm telling you, it's very simple. If you're trying to follow this cash plan, if we rip off the bottom, you are going to get pissed. Otherwise, if we rip and then come down and rip and come down, and then you end up going nowhere for 3 months or we go down, you're going to rejoice that you had cash. So what I'm trying to tell you now, before the market starts moving 2% at a time, which it's already doing, you should kind of pick your frustration now. Does that make sense? Because if you haven't realized, either way, you're going to get frustrated. Because if you go and start buying and then it chops around, you're going to be pissed. Or if you could have bought more for cheaper, you're going to be pissed. Or if it runs up and you couldn't buy it and everything's 20% higher, you're going to be pissed. So which frustration can you handle better? Make your decision now. That's it. And that's what I'm saying. I could deal with the frustration of missing out on any of these rallies. Why? Because when the last time it was at all-time highs, I didn't miss out too much, and I'll be okay with that because then I like my cash and I'll still get a 5% or a 4% yield. So that's the frustration I'm willing to handle. If you're not willing to handle that, then yeah, you better make your mind up. So, and then again, depending on how much cash you have, I think that communicates which one you should be more willing or less to be frustrated about. Because like I'm saying, if you have a lot of cash, and then you miss a real big dip buy, I would be frustrated because now you still have a lot of cash. You're getting your 4%, but then you're underperforming on your holdings. But then vice versa, in my situation, if I'm wrong and I don't buy this 10% dip, my other name should still go up, and I still will get 4% on less than 10% of my portfolio. I hope you realize this is the same logic that got my ass into BABA. Because that's what I told you. China, I was terrified of it. It was risky. I didn't really like it. But remember I told you, as long as it's less than 10% of my portfolio, it's not going to hurt me. And that's the same thing with cash now. So, ta-da! And that's where I'm kind of dancing. But like I'm telling you, make up your mind, determine which frustration you are prepared to handle better. And I think that'll help you. Good morning. SPY still near the highs. Bonds are trying to pick up. They slashed those preems right there. Interesting. We'll see. This could just be, in my opinion, I think it's Wall Street. They're going to try to front run the seasonality, and then right before either April 15th or April 2nd, you're going to deal with some volatility. And that's just because of events and seasonality. That's it. But this isn't, I woke up this morning. I kind of expected something regarding tariffs, hence the title. But I wasn't expecting the positive rumor for now, but that's what we got. But right when I saw it, I'm like, dude, we've done this before. So just make sure you guys are really prepared. We'll dump after, I don't know. I think we'll dump if we get a walk back from the White House, but they might do that later or earlier. It's kind of hard to tell. Would I hold a levered ETF in the long term? No, I would not. That's not a good idea. Anything levered decays. So honestly, like ETFs, I think you buy ETFs if you don't want to do anything. So if you want a long term and you don't want to pick stocks and you don't want to really worry about it and make your life easier, go with ETFs. But then these like levered ETFs and thematic ones, you got to be a little bit more wary of them. I don't think those are going to be your best bet. $57. Sitting on cash, you want a hard crash to buy. That's a bad strategy. So that's what I'm saying. It's balance. Because now I love it. I always highlight it for people, and they don't realize it till I tell them. But the guy waiting for the crash is just as greedy as the guy buying every dip and all-time high. They both want the same thing. So the people holding cash and are like, I'm going to wait till everybody fails and buy a 50, 60, 70% off, that's greed. It's greed concealed as non-greedy, but you're greedy. That's why I'm saying the real answer, the real way to survive either deflation, inflation, or whatever this odd world throws at us is going to be diversification. You can't go all in on crash. You can't go all in on buy. This is my opinion. But then again, this is what's made me, I've been dodging bullets left and right for the last half decade in front of you guys, but it's that diversification. So be cautious. And that's what I'm saying. 20%. Market goes down 50, 20% will get you 60% more. So I wouldn't really trip about it, but you got to find that balance. I'd have LMT, yeah, but it has to go down a lot lower. Today is a massive day. Yeah, right off the jump again. Welcome to rumor land. And you've been through this, right? It's the last couple days we woke up a little better though. Or we had a little bit more struggle. Today you kind of woke up easy. You lever too much if the move make you nauseous. It's good for selling puts though. I just be careful. So like you're bringing up all of the red flags I've been talking about, right? In this marketplace. That's what I'm saying. It's just everyone keeps getting tempted, and I don't know who's putting out this info, but at the end of the day, everyone's going through like a logical red flag. They're like, oh, well, I'm going to hold a massive amount of cash and be liable to underperformance. And then they're like, okay, and then I'll sell cash secured puts when the market is making moves it hasn't made in years, and then the bonds still pay 4 to 4.5. None of it makes sense. That's why I'm saying diversification, a little bit of it. If you have a lot of cash, you have to watch it. Just again, it is kind of working against you. That's what's gone on since the election. Every one of these little pops that it's leaving people behind in a certain way, and it's causing this trappy environment. So just diversification that I could get behind. Everything else leaning too heavy, even to the bull side, I'm not a fan of. So just be careful. Ho ho! The peach! It's here, baby. Hard happy Monday. Oh, the peach. Boeing. Bro, Brad, every fucking Boeing play went crazy ever since we were reminiscing on the Boeing peach, bro. God bless Peach Nation, baby. It's here. It's here. Story of your life. That's why you didn't buy, just holding the cash, waiting for the crash. I feel, man. I feel. Many have walked that road. The man, the legend, the Peach. Besant and Hassett and Thune and Johnson meet Tuesday to discuss tax bill. So European leaders and Scott Besant tomorrow. You're on that road right now. I know. Be careful. That's what I'm saying. Just like, if you hear what I'm telling you, I'm not telling you to not have cash. I'm not telling you to prepare and be ready for that. I'm just saying don't go overboard with the waiting. Don't go overboard in a greedy fashion saying I'm not going to do anything, trying to put all my money down on one big decline. That just, I never see it happen. Not the decline, but the people buying. That's what I'm saying. I've seen it. It's a very weird thing. I've been there myself. Again, I bought Meta at 90, but then I didn't buy Nvidia at 80. Or I wanted it at 80 instead of 100. And it was kind of waiting for more and more, but you're not going to do that. So you got to watch out for that. My last Airbnb purchase was sadly years ago. I still like it a lot, but their valuation and Wall Street has been the sticking point, but it hasn't done shit. But yeah, I haven't bought it in a couple years. I wanted it at the 80s and 90s, but below 100. All right, yo, you're tweaking out. Hold on. Those other plays I wanted already came back up. All right. Ah. It's hard to sit in the cash if you have something in the long term with red. Yeah, if it's a really good price, I agree. But also, too, just I hope you guys are keeping in a broader 10-year plan. So just remember, everything I do is based off of this idea. I'm thinking 10 years out, we're not changing our mind when we buy something. So, like I'm saying, just even then, if you have a little bit of amount of cash, you got to plan ahead. Think about the moments where you won't have cash or where things can change a lot. Oh, man, that already flipped that one. TSM popping now. Airbnb fall off from an end user standpoint. It used to be a huge stand. I actually think the opposite. So I liked it a lot for hosting. And then, like I said, I finally used it to stay, and I was very impressed. But I still think it's, again, a mix of Wall Street and their own higher valuation and stuff. But I'm always going to be a fan of Airbnb until that actually fails. Like the whole, other stays and vacation rentals, until that dies, I'm a big fan. All right, they hustled me. Oh, only down 7. All right, hold on. I made a move on that one. We're gonna see. That's what I was saying yesterday. Calls are gonna be very hard tomorrow because every call is up 500% right now on the SPY. Target running now. Now that's that 107. It used to be a great value, and it's not anymore. Yeah, I just disagree completely. That's what I was saying, because I was looking at hotels to stay somewhere, and yeah, the value provided by Airbnb. Well, we'll just agree to disagree. That's why Airbnb has to still get through all of this. You got a lot of haters worldwide. And there's what's it called? The hotel lobbying. TEM on the high, and then Target again. China Commerce Minister welcomes Apple to expand investment in China. That is coming out now. So see if Apple's moving off of it. Okay, taking a loss on that one. CRDO. Yeah, so watch if Apple moves off of that. I still want an Apple double dip, but like I told you, the near the monies were a lot better than the out of the monies. Okay, Apple's moving off of that. And then you got this SPY again. So let's see again. Apple positive China. And then, yeah, best hit meeting with the European people tomorrow. So let's see. That could be another big tech moving. Otherwise, the Nvidia at the high. I think you need Meta next. And then maybe Google. Oh, we just talked about BYD. We were talking about how cool they are. And then people were seeing them in Calais. I forgot. We still have those up. The Amazons. All right, SPY, Apple again. Yeah, Apple just had news on China. China just said, one of the ministers said they welcome expanding development with Apple. Something like that. Eight o'clock. Still mad early. Very, very early, Habibi. 5 on the high. Yeah, there you go. Apple is running. Premium's already going up, so be careful on that, but not as crazy. Again, they were up a lot more on Friday and then even in the morning. Okay, that brought up the SPY a little bit. There's still names on the low ticker, so just keep that in mind. It's but 95% of the market has been in the green today. Yeah, China, I mean, at least it didn't go down. Remember, they were hot last week. So, if anything, K-Web, other China names kind of holding up, but it's not as dramatic as it was Thursday, Friday. Affect sales. So see if that one stopped. We are slowing down, though. I'm looking for the moment we finally come down here off a headline, but low-key, it's kind of just been a stair-stepper up. But I think the premiums are going to get harder by tomorrow. Other than that, individuals might be the move today. But we have hit the SPYs from the other day. I took 2 different SPY put losses. I was trying to make like little 10% flips. AMD again, I whiffed on that, but that one's still going. Yeah, we're going to hear Hyundai, Louisiana, and a few others later in the day. That's apparently, and then it might be even tied to steel. I don't know if there's SMCI news, actually. I can't recall. There's something about like Malaysia and chips with NVIDIA this morning. That's it. Then TSM's coming up. I was kind of around the Apple stuff. Want to target at 100 flat. Might still dance around, but again, homeboy was calling it out. He's like, I should have bought it. I was like, oh, it's below 107. And then now it's at 107. So, doing good, but I don't know if that was the bottom or not. Find out on the next episode of The Stock Market Hates You. AM Dizzle. So they're still running. Again, NASDAQ up over 2. Russell's doing better at 2.2. Dow is up by 1.3, and then Dow is at 1, or SPY's at 1.64. Tesla holding, even AMD about to go 113. Tesla's crazy. I can't believe it. Tim Walz. Tim Walz said he's going to whoop your ass. Or he said he can whoop your ass. And then he just said that Republicans can't take a joke. Okay? So, I don't know. I don't know who I agree with. I don't know. I'm confused. This guy keeps confusing me. You're confusing me, Tim. I thought he said eat it. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know how to read this man. That's it. And then I was like, maybe he will whoop my ass. I don't know. Like, yeah. And then he's like, he brings it up, and then he goes to another event. And he says, oh, Tesla, I'm so happy it's down. And now he's like, don't do that. I'm like, what? I'm so confused. The wrestler Kane said he'd fight. Like, Kane and Undertaker? That's crazy. I'm terrified. Boom. No, I know. Yeah. Tem's still going. We saw that earlier. SPY chilling out. Apple calmed down after those headlines in China. Kane said he'd do a charity event. I said I'd box Tim Walz too, but then fear started creeping in. I was like, maybe Tim Walz might be bigger than we think. I'm trying to see the new video. Where is it?
This guy bugs me in a way that is probably unhealthy, and but
yeah, this is so this is the original one. This is what gave me the idea to short Tesla on margin.
On the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day.
Yeah.
225 and dropping. So
I figured he would support me with my plan. And then you have a crowd behind it.
If you own one, we're not blaming you.
Okay.
You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, you know, and take out, just telling you. Saying on my phone, I don't.
He knows how to debadge a whip. That's my guy. And then this is the new one.
This guy bugs me in a way that is probably unhealthy. And so, but I have to be careful about being a smartass. I was making a joke. These people have no sense of humor. They are the most literal people. But
we have no sense of humor. So Tesla is owned by every Vanguard portfolio. I have no sense of humor. But yeah, he was excited you all lost money. I just wanted to short it at the bottom.
I make the case. They're all butthurt about the Tesla thing.
I'm butthurt.
But they don't care.
I just wanted money, bro.
The disrespect they have shown to employees at the Minneapolis VA who care for our veterans, and they fire them.
So then why would you cheer their retirement accounts going down 50% in a month?
Conversation about efficiency
I feel you.
And about doing that.
I
But
feel
none
you.
of us believe for a second they're thinking about that. Oh, we fired everybody that's dealing with Ebola. And then he went into the Oval Office wearing a hat. I don't ever want to hear anybody talk about decorum and respect or that. Wearing a hat, coming in there, richest man in the world. Again, this baby's just me. If I'm the richest man in the world,
he's gonna whoop my ass.
out on the streets handing out to money.
He's gonna whoop my ass, bro. He's a threat. He's like macho. No, I thought after hearing Tim, I thought we were gonna short it to death. I don't know. I thought I was being a true liberal. This is stupid. I'm confused. I'm just confused. You know, it keeps confusing me. I don't know why they want confusion. Apple came down. So that was a dud. Went up for a little. Premiums are still holding. Market holding here now. Nvidia and Tesla. Apple already flipped, but that's good because something else advanced here to hold us up. And then 15 more minutes, we will be not at Euro close, actually. So we still got to wait. Are super far out the money calls selling allowed in the long term? You could do a covered call, yeah. Covered call, just make sure it's worth it. Xiaomi said to raise $5.5 billion in upsized share placement. Xiaomi. That's one of the China names. The lawyer found dead? No, I did not. Canadian Prime Minister Carney says he is available for a call with Trump. Says Canada will talk on our terms as a sovereign country. Canada's Carney says he assumes Trump is waiting to see who wins general election before calling the winner. Or fun. All right, they flipped Apple's either going to die the rest of the day or this is going to be the pullback and then it'll carry. Well, it's not about how far out the money. It's about making sure you get a worthy premium and or at least making it a win-win scenario. So I got an old little YouTube short on it, but just make sure I like at least 20, 30% upside on the shares that I'm agreeing to sell. And then hopefully all premium transactions, just remember the risk-free rate right now is about 4 to 4.25. So ask yourself, if I could get this amount of money taking no risk, what is the alternative? So if you are selling a play to make 3%, why are you taking risk when the risk-free rate is higher? Or if you're getting paid more, this is how Wall Street analyzes it. If the risk-free rate is 4 and you're getting paid 5 to take the risk, is that 1% extra, does it justify the risk that you're taking? And that's what I'm saying, whether it's covered calls, cash secured puts, the idea sounds good, but you got to calculate it. Because there is a level of rationality that kind of feeds into all of it. Because it's just like why would you risk anything to make an extra 1% if it's not like sizable? If you're not really, you have to be incentivized to take risk. So if you're not getting the right incentive, don't take the risk. Take the cash and hold it. You'll still get paid 4% doing nothing. So if you could think like that and calculate it, it's all just really math, and that just basic math too, not like calculus, nothing crazy. Just what am I getting offered? What do I get paid? What's the minimum return? How do I win? How do I lose? And what are those numbers? And that tells you everything. Ducking Hyundai. Hyundai. It's like Honda, but it sounds Hyundai. It's like Honda at nighttime and then Hyundai. I feel like in the morning you say Hyundai. At nighttime you say Honda. No? I'll figure it out. Hymns pop. Except you get paid up front. That doesn't matter. Whether you get paid up front or not, that doesn't change the return and the risk. And that's just order of it just coming to you sooner or later. But that's the beauty about the market. Most of the indexes we exchange on, you don't even really have a thought of not getting your money. You know what I'm saying? So, like, whether the call expires in a month or you wait 30 days, again, a money market, you get paid out at the end of the month, but you're getting paid every day. Every single day it accrues interest. That money's yours on any sort of basis. So, it's like the timing of receiving the money is just if that makes you feel better, but it doesn't, again, the risk to reward, the rationality, you gotta really think about that. Again, if you want to be just, again, better, more advanced. I want this to make you guys the best traders out there. But, and the best traders out there are thinking like this, or even the hedge funds and computers are at bare minimum. Because, think about it. All the computers and all that's like Wall Street and algos, they own a lot of assets. So they balance it like this. And you could sell and collect premium, but just make sure it mathematically is the right move. That's all you got to do. Money market, I have videos on bonds and like bill and stable cash. But, my first bill video is the beginning of 2023. We're now at the beginning of 2025. But the money markets are just the method or the vehicle for holding cash in certain brokerages and in general of how the market works. Money markets are an important tool. They generate yield as they sit there. And that's where a lot of people's monies are until it gets put into an equity. Again, apparently they have earnings. There's Myrna too. Tesla. Apple Flush. They just robbed me on those. I should have taken that. It takes a day to sell money markets. Well, if you're on margin or Fidelity, you don't have that problem. At least on mine, I move the money out and I have it ready to go. But that's because of margin. For Schwab, it won't let you? Interesting. All right, Hims, you were just saying that. They're up 7. This thing trips me out. I don't know what price Hims is at every time I look at it. I'm like, I thought it was at 60. I thought it was at 10. Now it's at 37. This is a massive day. Again, you're up 2-2. Most of it was off the gap up. But, again, talking about what we had set up, the seasonality, I think the latest watch list was a good one. $3M, spot 573, and chillin'. It's mad early. It's 8:30. So let's get a set of push-ups in here because I need to go to the bathroom. So I'll play some stuff, and then when I come back, I'll probably be moving around. I hope you do it. The long term looks a lot better, I know. But then again, I you know what I keep remembering? I remember it was early 2023 or 24. And I just remember like talking to you guys and telling you, hey, just be ready for when the long term goes down. Because I remember the like second or third rally on the long term, it was just going up every day. Everybody was excited. And I was just like, hey guys, just remember, one day it's going to go down. Okay? And you need to be ready for that. So the last 2 weeks, it's gone down, but not down like the other times. It's actually doing a lot better. But just in general, make sure you guys are aware and don't, just as always, don't take too much pleasure in the market going up or down. And remember, just because it moves in your favor or against you does not make you smarter or stupider. But that's why I just try not to get too emotionally involved, because I remember it. It's all fun and games, and then it goes down, and then you're like, no. But I had to give you guys a reminder, because I remember back in the day, it would go up, and then when it would come down, people weren't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? You're so used to the long-term holding up and going up, but just always remember, there is that possibility, and you should be prepared for a moment where it's not going to look like you're mountain climbing, but setting the peak of the mountain. But just if you're not ready for it, I don't want your emotions to go through the ping pong and back and forth. I love it. I hate it. What's going on? That's why sticking to the plan, knowing you have time on your side and playing that accordingly, I think you'll be good. But remember, long terms will come down one day. And you already got a crash course in that, but it does look a lot better, and that's how it's going to be. It's going to go through periods where it doesn't look like something, and then it'll look amazing, and then it's just going to keep going back and forth. Lead you to the promised land, baby. Long term. Oh, man. Ukraine financial minister after strike, 74 injured. Russia must stop instead of making hollow peace statements. Pay off debt or buy stocks? Well, you should save 10% no matter what. That's what always comes first, and then depending on the interest, it might make sense to pay off the debt, but you should still be saving and paying yourself 10% first. So whatever you end up doing, pay yourself 10%, then go to paying your necessary bills, and then figure out what would make the most sense. I didn't. Oh, dude, I was gone. I saw the email. I didn't get to look at it, though, man. I will take a peek at it at the next break, and then we'll get a play of it, baby. But good work. Let's go, man. You're becoming a music star. Benny Beats. Woo! All right. Follow me on Instagram at The Trading Fraternity. Real Code News on Twitter. I'll BRB.
Sphere with nearly $55 billion worth of deals
I don't know if this is
already.
No?
Dun & Bradstreet has information.
DMB. This guy, he looks... What? Let's see. All right, let's get the clip.
Let's give you a check on the markets. Of course, as you can see, stocks are having a very strong first, let's call it, hour and a half or so of trading. A couple hours almost at this point, with the NASDAQ up some 2+%. Of course, led by the likes of Tesla, seeing a very significant rebound today. Still down some 35% for the year, but certainly quite strong. Sector leaders right now, take a look. Discretionary and technology, of course, leading.
Hey, yo! Look at Betty! Bro, you just got that swag, too, bro. You know that?
Yo.
Let's go, baby! Not for Chicago. Bro, Betty. What's that stand for? Man, look. I'm very proud of you. Of course I am. Bro, this is so hype. Bro, you just go follow Benny, bro. He is literally, I'm living vicariously through Benny. Like, if I showed my face, I feel like I would be Benny. Like, if I was out, like, he doing it, baby. He out here, baby. What do you want him to do? Except be the best. Ain't mad. All right, baby. I love it. I still need to go pee. BRB. BRB, baby. Shout out Benny Beats. Call music. Okay, my shit just broke. Okay, they don't want me to play.
Driving up nationalist sentiment over in Canada as Trump has, gone after Canada and attacked it. Trump's de facto kind of endorsed Carney, said it would be easier to deal with him than the Conservatives, which is said the
Although the
Conservative
Conservatives
leader.
were ascendant until this all began, right? And now he's in a better position, hence why I guess he's calling for snap elections.
I know, it's so crazy. Like Mark Carney, as of January, was leading Brookfield and was on Bloomberg. I mean, he led he was the governor of the Bank of England, also the Bank of Canada. So it's interesting to see him in this role, campaigning, but there's a lot of Canadian pride lately.
Yeah. Well,
he's tapping into that.
They don't seem to want to become the 51st state.
They don't. Although they wouldn't have to deal with tariffs.
It's true. It would also change the complexion of the electorate in a very significant way.
Yeah, not positively probably for Republicans.
I wouldn't think so, but
he wants Gretzky.
It's not going to happen. He's got Wayne Gretzky anyway. Doesn't he live here? A lot of the time. All right, let's get to a news update now. Savannah now has it for us. Savannah.
Hey, David, good morning. A federal judge denied the Trump administration's request this morning to vacate his own order temporarily banning the use of a little-used 18th century law. The judge issued the 2-week pause on the deportations of Venezuelan migrants under the 1798 Alien Enemies Act back on March 15th. During a court hearing this afternoon, an appeals court will decide whether to extend his order while appeals are ongoing. The Supreme Court turned down a bid from former casino magnate Steve Wynn to challenge the court's 1964 defamation ruling. The court ruled in New York Times versus Sullivan that actual malice had to be proved for a public figure to pursue a defamation claim. And it comes after Nevada's top court found Wynn failed to prove malice in his lawsuit against the Associated Press, which in 2018 reported on sexual misconduct claims against him. And the British government said today it detected the bird flu in a sheep for the first time. Officials discovered the case through routine surveillance of farmed livestock where they had previously found the virus in other captive birds. Sarah, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, not great. Thank you, Silvana. Up next, could the market be significantly underpricing the impact of the upcoming April 2nd reciprocal tariffs on commodity prices? Citigroup certainly thinks so. Hiking its gold target while remaining bearish on crude oil. Its global head of commodities joins us right after the break. Stay with us.
Wow. Sheep flu, yeah. Sorry. I don't know if y'all needed that. Yeah, bro, it's a beautiful day today. You know that? I looked outside. Oh, man. I'm in my little fucking room. And I look outside, bro. It's beautiful. Wow. Have a good day today. Amen? Amen. Amen. I like lamb. Lamb's one of my favorite foods. No, you have 3-month bills. Tomorrow, I think, the bond auctions start. We got big supply this week. You're Welsh. You're poor sheep. I've never heard of sheep flu. The long term is great. Can't complain. I'm excited. I saw my girlfriend's long term over the weekend. It's good, but like, bro, my girl is so hyped that she's up on Palantir, right? And I'm like, how much are you up? And she's like, 150%. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how are you up only 150%? Apparently, she bought the fucking high, not when I bought it at $9. So, yeah, no, she like smart, but like kind of not with the stocks. Like, she knows the good stocks, but you picked the right thing, but you also picked an awful time. I think that's her line. That's her bar. She gets it. Because that's her thing. She has AMD. My girl has AMD, but she has it super high. She's up on it, but not a lot. That's why I'm like, everything she has that she's up on, I'm like, wow. You would think she'd be killing it, but Nah, it's just all still. It's back from the last cycle. I think everybody almost top ticks AMD at some point in their life. No Intel? Nah, she's a hater. She's a hater. How'd you know I top tick AMD? Everybody did. It's actually one of the most popular stocks. And it makes sense because I try to tell you guys the history of AMD and people don't get it. Dude, this stock, it was a $4 to $10 stock for most of history. And Lisa Su saved that company. But there's like the price point, what it does, what it's involved in. At some point, every mother effer gets exposed to AMD. That's why I'm like, I feel like the shareholder base is very wide and diverse because there were so many price points for people to get involved in. And then like at one point, gamer or I feel like everybody knows what AMD is. So that's why it's a tricky one. Pinduoduo, again, China not really made waves today. Dude, those apples got worked, but it's still chilling. I think it'll come back up. The new Liputan, we'll see, man. We'll see. Nvidia.com. Qubits. You're in the top tick SPY phase of your life. Yeah, we've been there. I'm thinking about it. I want to make the SPY ETF, like I told you guys, because if this is the 200-day bounce, you're going to regret not getting it. But then again, if we go down any lower, you're going to be like, why the fuck did I start a portfolio here? So, but I don't know. The indexes, I think they're cheap and not at the same time. I hate it. Because I was explaining this to my girlfriend, because my girlfriend's like, what do you mean market breadth? I'm trying to explain to her sentiment, and she's like, so sentiment is just how people feel? And I'm like, yes, but it's how people feel based on, like, other indicators. I don't know. Do you guys get that? Because my girl didn't get it. So sometimes she doesn't understand. I feel like I should explain, because sentiment, it's invisible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I ask you your sentiment, it's how you feel, right? But they don't gauge that based on just surveys. They gauge sentiment by looking at factors. So when you see thousands of stocks haven't hit a high in a certain amount of period, or you have more stocks declining in once than not, unified behavior, that's what describes sentiment. So that's what I was explaining, where it just shows that over the last couple of weeks, hundreds, if not thousands of stocks are hitting new lows, and very few, if any at all, are hitting new highs. That's a sentiment indicator, because more names all across every industry, sector, you name it, they're all going down. Nothing is advancing, sentiment. It's not like people are throwing money at things. Otherwise, you would see a couple more highs in other areas. So that's what we've been going through lately, and that's why it's usually when sentiment gets this bad, you buy the shit out of it. That's what I was trying to tell you guys on the last watch list, because it's like every indicator tells you should be buying this. The spread, the bullish bear spread, sentiment, the amount of decliners, the market breadth. Anytime you get a pullback of this size, you buy it. That's usually a winning formula. But then you go and look, this is the sentiment is bad, but this is the highest price you've ever been at with sentiment this low. And that's the part that's weird about it. And that's why I'm like, because it doesn't feel like this major discount that you're getting. So we'll see. Let's take a poll on the SPY ETF. No, you guys just want me to spend my money. I already know how this poll is going to end up. And then I'll get blamed for it no matter what. So, like I said, I'll make the ETF account when I want to, when I think it's a good time. And then if anything, it's just a lesson on what happens if you wait. So we had this idea from October of last year, I think, or November, right ahead of the election. So yeah, give or take, it's roughly the same price. It went up a little bit more, and then it came down a tiny bit. But then, yeah, you're like right there pretty much. So that's what I'm saying. We'll figure out what would have happened. But if you wait, maybe this will be a lesson on waiting. Maybe we'll get punished for just not doing it because we were too concerned with price. I've seen that happen before. All right, the old SPY puts are coming back. I don't know if this is premium or not, but because now some of these other plays on the downside, they're a little too high, even though they're down 90%. But just see, because next, if you bounce up, any other plays will get rocked again, but you are getting a little bit of a bid on SPY put premiums right now. Watch, I think it might have started with Apple. I think they just pump faked us with that. Uber flipped. Pinduoduo in China coming up. So watch, that's your first little pullback here in a while. I kind of continued. You did it a little bit here for about 15 minutes. This has been going on for like 40 minutes, and now you're back to that low. Like I'm saying, premiums are a little lower than where they were at this low, which they shouldn't be, because then that means now the next bounce they'll get washed, but then the next flush they'll get a bid, and then they'll stop getting a bid depending on how much slower it goes down. China Commerce Minister, Qualcomm CEO meet in Beijing. So that's coming out right now. No reaction. If anything, Qualcomm lower. And then again, watch KWeb. If they go up, SPY drop in a little bit. How am I feeling about the Arctic? Oh, I don't think a lot about the Arctic. I've heard people talking about that for the trade route stuff, but I'm not really spending too much time on that, so I have no idea. Hella pump fake. Well, we'll see. Apple was kind of a pump fake, because I like that China headline, but we'll see. Again, even if the market, though, watch what this will do to the premiums. If it bounces up a little bit, though, I think that'll change a lot of things there. I just think the move was big. I think Friday was a big deal. We got all those plays on Friday, and then even this morning with the rumor, it kind of created this little, kind of aggressiveness. It's a fat day, and then that's why I'm like, it's kind of odd because now every premium is up 500 to 800%. So I think we're gonna have a lot of hangover to work through on these contracts. China tells Qualcomm its big market potential to help company grow. I did see the pyramids. They said they found structures beneath. Wasn't that always the guess? Netflix. All right, KWeb getting a red. I mean, bonds are still mollywopped even from the data. If Netflix goes up, market might come down. Netflix is back in the green. Meta came down. Apple came down. Amazon came down. They all did. So that morning gap, they kind of flipped around. Let's take a market checkup. Remember, 90% of the market was green. So Dow Jones, you now have 23 green, 7 in the red. So 2 names flipped on the Dow. NASDAQ, 9. So 5 more names went red. NASDAQ, 9 in the red, 91 in the green. And then the volume picking up here. S&P 500, 433 in the green, 69 in the red. So another 10 or 20. SPY iron condors might move up. Let's see. When do those expire? End of the week. 554 to 578. Let's see. I think the top end is a little limited. You'll only lose $1, which isn't too bad. I like the downside range. I just think your top end is risky. That's it. But not bad. Because, again, 578. If we get one down day, though, you're going to be perfect. But not too bad. At the very least, I like the range. Like I said, top end a little close. But then the spread is only $1. So you won't lose much. But you sold 10 of them. So that's 1,000 max. But I don't know how much premium you're collecting. I'd say it's decent. Not the worst, not the best. Crazy good day today. Crazy. That's the funny part, man. Some of these days that are massive, you don't feel it. Or it'll be small and it'll feel like a massive day because of the gap up. So just once again, because I remember one of these days we looked like we were doing nothing and it was massive. And now today there's a massive gap up and it feels massive. So I think all around that's a good sign above all else. We have PCE and consumer sentiment this week. And then I think new home sales are existing. Collecting 420. Okay, so it's not bad. I think the price and the risk to reward speaks to the play. Because like I said, it's not the best, it's not the worst. So you're pretty much risking 1,000 or what? 580. 580 is your max loss, or you make 420. That's it. That's what I'm saying. I think the risk to reward is like 1-to-1 almost. It kind of makes sense. So yeah, we'll see. Not too bad. You get one down move, I think you're going to be golden. My long-term portfolio beta, I have no idea. It's somewhere on there. If you go through the Fidelity stuff, I have no idea. All right, kind of curling back up. See what big tech does. Then you're going to have about 45 more minutes, or yeah, a little under that, or a little more around there till Euro close. But not bad. Still holding. Again, this is, I think, just working the premiums a little. Eli Lilly on the high. Down 16 on Nike. Should you think about adding to it soon? You should. If you have a lot of cash, you should. If you don't, you could wait a little bit. That's what I'm doing. Meta's a fool. Came back down, but it's still up 3%. That's still a nice. If it goes negative, though, that'll be terrible. It's like I'm saying, if Meta could really start to move, I think it'll be good. SMCI really flushing now. Again, I think Broadcom too, but still in the green. Yeah, they both just kind of took a candle. I don't know if it's on the Qualcomm meeting with China, but yeah, Airbus CEO says Europe is too fragmented in defense. Data Dow going the high. Yeah, Netflix just started going up as we started to come down, and now SPY curling back up, still green, and now Nasdaq's or Netflix in the green. I think Intel went red. That's one of the only ones there. It's break even right now. Should you sell your call? Why are you asking me? I don't tell people to like buy and sell calls. I just tell you what I do. I don't have that play. And so just be smart. Let your account speak to you. Best advice I could give. SMCI might get delisted. Isn't that what we've heard? But yeah, I think something may have happened right now, but I have no idea. But I have not heard anything major. Okay, spot. Dude, these premiums. Yeah, the premiums are still kind of sticky. That's what we need to kind of get rid of that. Bonds just got a little pop there too. Let's see. Yeah, SMC was just up in the morning. No crazy. They got a downgrade at 2 a.m. Downgrade to sell from neutral at Goldman. Target cut to 32 from 40. I didn't sell my Redfin yet. No. I think I'm going to hold it. I kind of want the Arquite. It'd be nice to have the cash, but, you know, I believe in the company Redfin, and if it's going to be owned by another company that's going to work well with it, I think that'll be awesome. And then you guys know Walgreens. So here's what you could do with Walgreens. Walgreens is a buyout, right? So eventually your shares are going to disappear and you're going to get about $11.30 a share. Do you guys know anything else about that? There's something else about it. Do you know the full terms? I read this the other day and I was like, oh, yeah, it's for sure. It's 11:30. Eventually, one of these days, you're going to get 11:30. They're going to take away your shares and then give you 11:30. So are you ready for this, though? So you could sell out now and take 11:11 and get the cash if you don't want to wait. But yeah, it's $3 a share, I believe. But if you end up holding it, you will get an extra $3 a share for any monetizable debt. You'll get a right. So you'll get 11.10 or 11.30 for your shares, and then every share of Walgreens that you own, you get an extra warrant for a stake in Village Medical, and then up to $3 a share for any debt that they sell afterwards. So technically, if they sell any of the debt, and then the Village Medical gets a good valuation, you'll get those shares and you'll get up to $3 a share, which brings you up to like 14. So essentially, you could sell out now, take the money for Walgreens 20 cents below the price, and that's what you get, or you hold it, and then you could make pretty much up to, not fully, but up to 30% extra if they monetize the debt, because you'll get the rights to it. Ta-da! So yeah, so it's up to you on Walgreens. Redfin, you either sell out and take the cash, or it's going to turn into Arquite, and then Redfin still operates. Or Walgreens, again, you could take out now, take all your money, or you could get 30% more, but who knows how long that'll take. And then potentially another company as well. Well, that one, Walgreens, I think it's up to you. You either can wait for a potentially 30% more, or if you have another plan and you know where to put it, you could take it out now, and then that's it. But I don't know where you could get 30% in a year, so there's kind of an opportunity cost, but it just depends on what you want to do in your plan. But yeah, I didn't know that till recently. I forgot to tell you guys. Because I was looking at the portfolio and I'm like, all right, Redfin, Walgreens, but I think I'm going to end up holding both of them. 3M on the high. There's SPY now. Again, like I said, this is going to be the next. If we hit a new high, every put premium is about to get whoop. But already they're coming down, but that's just still dancing around. Dancing Queen. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. I didn't see silver run the last month, though. Silver did outperform gold. See, gold's down right now and silver's up. But that's all I know about it. APLD, I have no idea. Applied Digital up 9. Applied Digital plans to expand Ellendale. That's all I see. Having the long term for life. Ooh, long term stock. Okay. Sorry, it's just a good song. Euro close in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And then SPY still going up, though. High ticker, take notice, getting a lot better than financials, too. I think they're about to start again. A couple of China names. Oh, that was Saidu, not Baidu. You just realized it's time of your life? What did you think it was? Airbus Foundation joins forces with Solar Impulse to boost climate action. An Airbus CEO says past tariffs were a lose-lose for industry. Coherus. The routine guy, yeah. There was a stock. That's why we were laughing this morning. I think it's like PRMB, the company that owns the Saratoga water. They gapped up because of the video. Yeah, PRMB. This is the company. Oh, I guess it lost the gains, though. The Border Patrol tweet. I saw that one like a week ago. The little edit they made. It was crazy. AD&T on the low. Again, more names are going up. Even nuclear, Eli Lilly. That MLGO has been literally on fire from the morning. Yeah, MLGO, bro. Whatever this. We've seen this do hundreds of %. Just goes up and down. Yeah, Qubits was doing it. Again, is that the one? Or was it one of them makes $100,000 in 3 months? So just be careful. Microsoft, they're chilling. Airbnb getting some candles here. A couple of travel names. I don't know if it's all travel names are picking up. Again, Delta and the other ones are up 7. MLGO. You know I don't like mining companies, but Mara, so why are you telling me? You know what I'm saying? Because I've been trying to say how I don't want to add confusion to other people, but like so if you know where I stand on it, why would you waste the chat space or the time? That's like going up to Muslim people and being like, hey, I know you don't like bacon, but this Denny's Grand Slam is looking really nice. Is that, I know you've talked about it, but it looks nice. I'm just saying. Like, well, that's kind of rude. You'll time yourself out. I don't think that's good enough. I want more. Because you're new here. So that means you only have 40 messages. That means you got clapped somewhere else. So in your new chat, you decided to go down that route. Why? We're going to get to the bottom of this. The Honda thing, I think 2 p.m. You had a Prime sub? All right, we'll go back to YouTube then. We'll figure that out then. Thank you. Chadfax is cool, yeah. Chevron, again, there what was the secret plans on Friday? Or was that this morning? No, that was Friday. Bitcoin buy volume. I have oil still holding up too. And then 5761, 62, and then 72. So you got like another 10 more. 2 p.m. Oh, I don't know. I think 2 p.m. Eastern. Everything should be on Eastern. Bitcoin still holding up. Couple of names again. SPY near the high. Premium's down, but not as low. And then got about 30 minutes till Euro close. EXPI. Our real estate stocks are doing decent. Oh, speak of the devil, MPW with some candles. All right, SPY's about to break out. Couple names. Still doing great. Again, 90% of the market is in the green. So not bad. I'm surprised. We heard a couple. White House clarified on some of the rumors, but they didn't say much. And then we had China and Apple, Qualcomm and Apple. And I think that's it. Airbus and a couple European comments. We're getting Scott Bessent tomorrow. And yeah, so you're chilling, but the rumor's holding up. 577 at low. Just be careful. I don't have any calls. I already sold my calls. I just made too much. I'm telling you, all the calls in the morning, bro. I can't believe we gapped up 500 to 800%. So I took it. I think I left the extra $100 on the table. I took 2 little small losses, like $8 a pop, trying to flip puts, and then then we got the other ones. But I'm gonna wait for any SPY calls. The premium's too hot on both sides. Even the puts, they don't know what to do because the puts are like far out now. But then that's why some of them are kind of sticky, and then now we're moving a little slower. Nissan? Oh, I don't know. I like Toyota, but Nissan, I think Nissan is gonna struggle. I feel like someone's gonna pick them up, but it's a really weird situation there. Nissan has been going ever since that one dude and his little fraud, and then the company went downhill, and now we have all this other stuff in Asia. It's a very, very interesting dynamic. $560. So this is a level, 62. If we break above here, we're going to keep melting. If it doesn't hold, then we're just going to keep dancing again. So if you do want to make a play, I think you should just make up your mind on whether you think we break this high or not. Honda, no, I think they're backing out. They were supposed to buy them, and then I think they're doing like a deal. But that's what I'm saying. The situation is kind of fluid. There's a lot of developments. That's what I was saying. I mean, it was after the guy did the fraud back in like 10 years ago or something. Because, like, dude, Nissan was a great company. I don't know what to say about it. But then all of a sudden, like, it just fell off. And, like, the reliability fell. Company got into trouble. And then, so, like, they own a lot of brands. But it's not ran good. And then they still have a lot of debt and other things. You wouldn't say great. I mean, I feel like up until like 2010, maybe like 2012, Nissan was a very reliable vehicle. I feel like it was a very reliable vehicle, had a good reputation. Didn't matter if Altimas were speeding on the freeway. It was a good car. I think every Nissan, every Infiniti, it was like 2010 to like 2013. And then it was their transmission thing, and then it correlated around the time of the fraud, and then it just fell off. And then the reliability, like the car went from being as reliable as a Honda or a Toyota, and then it just turned into this a piece of crap. I don't know how it happened. But yeah, the older Nissans were reliable as fuck. It was a good car. And then that's why. And then it just fell off. Yeah, '05 Sentra. Bro, I'm telling you, some of those OG Nissans are bulletproof. That's why it's sad to see that the modern reliability of Nissan has fell off like that. Okay, can I tell you one of the most ironic things I've seen? So, like, people are selling their Tesla. HSBC weighs outsourcing some trading operations to lift returns. Oh. I'm not really moving off that. But it reminded me of, I think this is funny because people are selling their Teslas because Elon is a fascist. And then do you know what car they're buying? They're buying Hondas and Kias, electric. And I'm laughing because that's Korea. So I'm like, hold up. So in protest of your wrong definition of fascism, you're going to sell your Tesla. And then you're going to go buy the car that just had a coup? Like literally like a presidential coup. And then has a history of like jailing politicians and like killing them. And like, so I'm like, I don't know, just the irony of all of it is kind of what makes me laugh. All right, Lunchable. Oh, your grandpa passed. I'm sorry to hear. He has a house that's going to be foreclosed on. It has $100K in liquidity, but the back fees are like $60, and he owes $200. Email me all the details, and I could run it through you. So tell me how much he owes. Send me the address of the house. What are the fees and all of it? And then really what's going to happen, just remember, if the house is worth more money and the bank does foreclose, if it sells for more than you owe the bank, you guys will still get money. But the bank's going to try to probably sell it for less so that they don't. Okay? But when it's all said and done, it's all based on the equity, and you might be able to call the mortgage company to negotiate the fees. So I need all the details. I could help you out with it, but email tradingfraternity@gmail.com and include the address, what's owed on the loan, all of the fees, and then, yeah, I need a full total amount, and then we'll see what makes sense. All righty. You're running up. That candle there, that unleashed the premium decline on the puts. That is what we needed. 5765. So get ready. You got like 5 more points, I think. Like I was telling you, it's either going to break or not. If you went down here, the puts would have held up. Now they're going to get clapped, and then we could wait for all patches. Korea is still better than a Porsche with spinning swastikas. So are you one of those like believers who promotes that idea? Because if so, you're terrible. But I'm not making a joke at that. I'm just saying, if you're boycotting a car for political purposes, Korea is not the place you like. It's just funny because then you don't care about the politics, is what you're telling me. That's my interpretation of it. Oh, so I don't know. I didn't know there was a video. I'm like, oh no. Well, it's not from North Korea, South Korea. But even then, still same applies. 5765. 4-5 off the buy. It was nice. I mean, take a look. Ever since that seasonality chart, just go watch the watch list, man. We've been talking about it. So this is a big level. Even when we get up here again, we're getting close to filling that gap, I believe. Which one was it? Was it on the 14-day? Yeah, you're close. One more point, and then we'll be there. Trump speaks at 11 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, that'll be 2. Oh, you just want one in North Korea? He's like, no, I just want one. So, and then do you guys hear it? So I heard this the other day. So, like, people are trying to get these China EVs, but do you guys realize how cheap these China EVs are? I was showing you some of them, but it makes sense. Pretty much what the people in China are saying is that, like, in China, EVs are like a golf cart. It's not like, it's viewed as like a toy, which makes sense, but that's why, like, it's not like viewed as like a heavy appliance. You know, we buy cars, we view them as like, yeah, they're viewed as like disposable cars in China, or like a go-kart, or not a go-kart, a golf cart. So I heard somebody give this whole breakdown of it, and I was like, what? I guess. Yeah, because they're not, like, so it's different. Like, here, you'll buy a $100,000 EV because you're like, this is my car, or a $50,000 one. Back there, they're just like, no, it's like a golf cart. All right. Well, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Follow me on Instagram, at the Trading Fraternity. We should do a push-up. I need to do a plank. Abs, baby. And I'll be right back.
Focused on, we're always trying to understand and trying to work through how can we take our areas where we have world-class asset management capabilities, and how can we deliver those to our clients in innovative wrappers and innovative forms. And so this is something that we're very focused on right now. I'd say for our clients and our conversations with clients, our buffer funds are really front and center. And I think it's for the reason that I mentioned at the beginning, and you talked to this as well, which is that they allow our clients to really have the best of both worlds, right? So our clients in general, I think, take the view that the equity market is much more likely to end this year higher than it is today. And so clients want to stay invested. They want to participate to the upside, but at the same time, they want to kind of hedge themselves and get a little bit of that downside protection. And so, as I think through the conversations that we're having with our clients right now, that's really kind of front and center.
Marissa Ansel of Goldman Sachs Asset Management, thank you so much. All right, coming up on ETF IQ, as the crypto push continues, new funds that track Solana futures debut after the blockbuster success of Bitcoin products. Last week, we spoke to the CEO of Ripple on the possibility of an XRP ETF. Take a listen.
I have immense confidence on the ETF. I think there's 11 different filings pending with the SEC to launch ETFs, from everybody from Bitwise to Franklin Templeton and a whole bunch of people in between. I think those will be live in the second half of this year. We have seen, even outside the United States, you have live ETPs. And at a time when a lot of outflows are exiting some of the crypto ETFs, you're seeing inflows into XRP.
Independent lab tests have proven that Husky liners with our pro.
Oh, I thought that was weird. Mm-hmm. Do I like XRP? I'm timing you out. You already know the answer. You just want to start a conversation. Now, full send. You brought him into this convo. You're gone too. Yep, both of you. Y'all know what you're doing. I know too. That's why I just chose peace. See? So I still time you out, but I'm peaceful. You see? Because I don't want to. So waste the time. Amen. Amen. Good morning. Happy Monday. I got to see outside again today. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. Mm-hmm. Google is not undervalued. So that's my dilemma here. What has gone on over the last couple weeks is tech has fell off a cliff. Tech right now, based on price to earnings, because price came down and earnings went up over the last couple years. Right now, PE ratios on tech are the lowest since 2017, 2018. So that right there is why some of these names, they look cheap, but they're really not. So Google's not undervalued. Its price to earnings is better than it has been in a couple years, but, you're still paying, 20, 30 times over. So it's not, no, I wouldn't call that value, more or less. Maybe we all have different definitions. Because, again, I have OG Google that is up way. You guys are telling me value on stocks that I'm up thousands of % on. You know what that's why I'm like, shame on you. because I don't think that's value. There's some names that are truly value, but if you like the dip in tech, you could call it a dip. You could call it what it is, a discount, but I don't think it's like, oh my God. Like, remember when we bought Meta, it was at like a 9 PE. That, if you ever see that again, God bless you. But it's like stuff like that where it will really become undervalued. When we bought Meta, the average PE was about 30, and we bought it at 9. So when Google gets to a 9 PE, then we might be able to talk about undervalued. But for now, it's came down with the rest of the Mag 7. Slight discount, not a bargain bin. I agree 1,000,000%. And that's why I think it makes it kind of confusing, because right now you have to fight between, do I take this discount or not? What's really going to tell you is when we look back at it. So unfortunately, I hope you could think about all of this now, choose your frustration, but then, the answer will be in hindsight, whether or not it was really value, like that was your dip buy. But for now, I'm not really sold on anything unless it's truly like multi-year low. It doesn't have to be a 10-year low, but just I don't want the highest prices ever in history. Does that make sense? So I just don't want to. I want to be the guy who had the lowest price, but because I have that on some stocks. I tell you my prices, you'll be shocked, but I don't want to be the highest price. And like sadly, some names they've only seen a couple dollars higher ever in history. Trump, companies are all coming back to the U.S. So Trump is speaking now. I think I got one. Big 44! Mr. Jorge. Horda. 44, baby. Didn't we? I think someone turned 22 today. So we got a 22-year-old and a 44-year-old. Look at that. AM Dizzle again. ANET, that one actually might work. Because ANET is like, I like the cloud space. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, it's high. At least it's lower. I could consider this better than some, but like I'm saying, meanwhile, just you guys got to realize every time you bring me up one of those charts, you are telling me to ignore Pfizer, ignore UPS, ignore Target. Do you see what I'm saying? So I like ANET. I'm not actually against that one as much as you would think, but do you see what's going through my mind? Yeah, ignore NVO, because NVO is still one of those charts, but like even NVO had more hype than all of them, and it's at least coming down to some other levels there. But I do get what I'm saying. So it just until Nike, until we are in an environment where I can't pull, big ass names that we all know about that are trading at multi-year lows, then yeah. Trump says investment numbers are beyond expectations. Bonds are. I want another play, bro. There's one that looks decent right now, but there's a better one. I'm waiting. But I might take one just in case. I have a sweet spot in mind, but it's not there. Trump says CHIP Act was a disaster. So again, he's talking now. We're going to get the headlines, and it'll probably be live in an hour. Chips at, well, Intel already got the money. So be on lookout. I made one play, but I'm not literally, I've been getting smashed on the small ones. It's like I've lost twice today. I had a lot of big wins, but my loss had been literally $8 a pop. I'm just waiting for the one little flip here. So we'll see, but there's a sweet spot out there, but it's not at the price. So I think you're still going too early, unfortunately. But you could still take the risk. I did. Yeah, but like I'm telling you, just one day, in the future, this is going to change. We're either going to have a lot more names at lows, or next time you guys ask me to buy a name that's high, I won't be able to pull out blue chip names that are at multi-year lows. Do you feel me? I really hope you do. What was that website, Tim? I already forgot it. Is it called the... What was the one with the year-to-date thing? Slick Charts. There it is. I just type in year-to-date. So like I said, if you guys really want to try something, bro, this doesn't even show it, but this is just year-to-date. And that's what I'm saying. Just go here. Go to the very end. And then start here. Like Deckers, I already know. Let's try... I don't like Solar, Hewitt Packard. Those are going to... Like Skyworks. Boom. This is tech. That's at a multi-year low. See, I like Skyworks. I have like this one. They're related to Apple. They used to be, I remember a decade ago, they were the number one tech stock. Shit like that, bro. Right away. You could start there. Again, Arista, it's down, still up multi-year. Target, we've already brought that one up. I don't like airlines. Why get Moderna? You could get Pfizer. Let's see, ServiceNow. So that's a big tech. At least 1 year down on the year. I'm not the fan of it, but at least it's down on the year. You're better off starting there. NetApp, they could be decent. Chipotle, that's another one, but they're up multi-year. But like I'm saying, at least it's stalled for 2 years. These are just year-to-date names. But like I'm saying, year-to-date Ulta, that one's been down for 3 years. We talked about it. So even FedEx, for crying out loud. FedEx is still, it hasn't gone up since 2021. So these are the names. And if you're starting out, you don't want too many names that are down. You're going to eventually want some momentum to lift your portfolio up. But, yeah, like I'm saying, it's just not every time you guys are asking me about, hey, should I buy, Google or a name that's really, really up there, I am thinking of this in my mind because I'm like, well, what do you mean? It's like telling me you want to buy a new build for double the price, and I'm just telling you, bro, you could go buy a fixer-upper down the street for half the price, and even then, and fix it up however you want, and you'll still have equity. So... yeah, that's what I am thinking about. But doesn't hurt to shop. But I do, and you guys feel free to keep asking. But I want to make sure you guys are understanding the mindset. Like because I'm telling you, I think it's going to help you a lot if you're thinking like this. I don't care if you listen to me. I don't care if you copy me. I want you to learn how to think this way. Do you get what I'm saying? I want to turn you into a really good businessman. And how you're going to do that is learning to shop the right way. Don't be shopping. Don't try to buy when things are up. Where do you get money in that? You get what I'm saying? Where do you benefit off of buying an expensive house, trying to sell it for even more? You make your money off the buy. So that's what I'm saying. And I hope that you are the type of business person that when there is clearly a real quality alternative for much cheaper, I hope you opt for that. You should learn how to start doing that because you don't want to be you have more than one option. I like Home Depot. That one's up multi-year, but it came up recently. But yeah, this one, again, going back, it's still up there, but I like that better than something that is still in between, like a NVIDIA chart, still in between the highs of the all-time high of last year and not. It's just like that doesn't get me attracted. I don't see this big decline in the market, and I'm like, yeah, let's shop there. I'll find a deal. No, like it's like going in. Let me put it this way: do any of you on Black Friday go to the Hermes store? You don't go to Hermes or you don't go to the Rolex store on Black Friday, do you? Think about it. Most people don't. They don't have deals there. Right, if you're looking at these like luxury stocks, dude, they don't have a deal right now. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, I want like discount, bargain bin. I want the good stuff until the Hermes becomes cheap. Yeah, we'll buy the Hermes at Ross, baby. Amen. Mm-hmm. Boring. Well, it was exciting in the morning. But just wait. Wait till you get your first. I didn't say that. We're going to do this. And then you're going to go back and forth. And then the media's like, oh my gosh, it's not going to happen. And then they're going to come out with another fake rumor. All in the next 2 weeks. All next week, really. Reuters 2.0. Yes, that's a good way to put it. Reuters. Because that brings back the right memories. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say here, even from the morning. So we'll see. Pepsi at 2021. Procter & Gamble was a good one. I remember when Timmy brought it up. Tim bought it at a good price. Even Walmart, if that came down, but that one's still too high. But I love Delonte. All right, you're going back up. Like I said, get ready. Because if that one doesn't drop it, you're going to go up 6 points, and then we're done. 6 to 8 points. And then if that holds, it's going to keep melting. But then that'll probably be a 3% day by then. Euro close in 5. Yes, sir. Hold on. I'm responding to your email, Shavar. We might need to get on a call soon. I hope you're doing good, though, bro. Trump says announcement on cars coming shortly. There it is. I told you, this is what we're waiting for all day. I put it out even in the stream alerts. I just said, that's why I keep making these stupid little flips, and I'm keeping them mad small if it don't work right away. But then that's why we're just waiting. I said all of this in the morning. I said it's something about cars, something about Louisiana, Hyundai, and then somebody else. But now he's saying something, and then now we're finally going down. So let's see. Trump will be announcing tariffs on autos, aluminum, and pharma in the near future. I think pharma's doing that. That's the additional one. And remember, I've always told you, pharma is the bad one. That is the one that we do not want. So yeah, like I said, if we popped up, you get one more level. But now he's hitting in with the headline. This is exactly what I was looking for. So plays already went up 20. Be careful, though, if that pops. That might not kill you, though. So, again, just the thought of more tariffs freaking people out again. If he walks back what he said today, or this whole idea of targeted tariffs, if that gets lit on fire, then we're going to go down lower. But for now, you might just get knee jerks. Again, that's the first thing that Brot puts up. But first little up candle, I just went up 30. Now I'm up only 12. And I'm proud to be in America, where at least I know I can burn Teslas. And I won't forget Elon Musk and the Starlink that he provided for me. And I'll gladly stand up and light a Tesla on fire because I disagree. And I won't forget the land of bomb. God bless you. Sorry. Target. I don't have Starlink. Right to call him a Nazi? Honestly, I don't think you're allowed to call Elon a Nazi unless you're going to go and draw a swastika on yourself. That's what I've seen. And now I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I've seen people, they would paint themselves with swastikas and call Elon a Nazi, and I'm like, okay, they mean it. So I don't believe you unless you do that. So, yeah, very odd. Very, very odd. Tariffs be bad on pharma? It just depends. I mean, they're insurance. So pharma makers, that would probably play out a little differently. Commerce Lutnick, April 2 tariff will launch the External Revenue Service. So, wow, no way. So now you got Lutnick talking too. I don't know if they're at the same meeting like I told you. Yeah, I think it's the same meeting. So Lutnick is probably going to come on. You're going to see this live in a little bit, but like I told you, we were starting to get the comments. Premiums are up only 20. I was up 30 here. So hold on, but you are coming down a little bit. Again, this is all just on the Trump comments. Tariffs will keep U.S. taxes low, says Trump. I'm waiting for him to like hit it with the final caveat and be like, we're not doing the targeted ones. But he hasn't said that yet. If anything, they're talking tariffs on aluminum, pharma, and autos. That's what brought us down here now. Again, this is going to be the executive order at 2. God bless the USA. Oh, yeah, Euro closed too. Fuck. So bonds, and look at this is the highest bonds have been even from the data. Ironically enough. Yeah, I totally forgot that. Euro close is right now. Okay, I got rid of my put, and I'm doing a ghetto because I played bigger on that one. So I got my gains off the 30, like 30%, and then I used that, and I rolled it to a cheaper one. So my pure gains play for the full play. So now I got a free put, just a little less quality. There you go, man. Good. That one finally hit, though. So that one paid for all the other losses, and I got a free contract. So not bad. Free contract, little less quality. Yeah, VIX is going to be mollywopped the next couple. Everything. The next couple days are going to get very... So enjoy what you have right now, because I'm telling you, the premium coming into tomorrow, I could already feel it just after this move. Even on the puts, too. There's just a lot of hangover. Again, the VIX, the move, all of it. So I think it's going to play out quite interestingly. But yeah, so again, I've already positioned on the puts there. Got a free one. We've been talking about it a little bit here, so get ready. Trump just made some comments. You're hearing the word tariffs. You're getting it now, and then he's gonna be live probably in about an hour. He was supposed to go on at 11, but he's speaking a little sooner. Okay, a couple more names coming down. Watch out for that. Oh, Apple. 565 if we break? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, well, you're just getting your gap fill will be in play. That's it. You either go back. I mean, technically 570, 565 will be at play, but I don't know. It has spots to get there. So, yeah, you'll go like 568, and then I think 566.92, 567. That'll probably be your money spot. So you're not going to go straight to 565. You go right here. I'd use this as a marker. 567 flat. I think that's something you should eye. But it's far away from 573. So that's what I'm saying. If we come down a little bit, that's more realistic. But if you pull up, then that 570. But you don't go straight to 565. You stop there first. It's a pit stop. Trump cars short-leave pharma at some point. So he's reiterating that. Apple in the long term, it'll have to be a very low price or something relative. So everything else gets really expensive and they just stay the same. But other than that, Apple you're years away from seeing that price. I wouldn't want to waste your time and give you weird ideas. Do I like Barnes & Noble? Oh, yeah, that's like my favorite. So right when I'm done with my morning faxes, I load up the carriage, and then I head to Barnes & Noble for my daily reading. So, yeah, it's a great company. No, man, I ain't been to Barnes & Noble. I saw Barnes & Noble, and I was like, that still exists. I was like, the M&M commercial. I'm like, they do exist. It was a trip, bro. But no, yeah, no Barnes & Noble for me. I read books from the 1900s on a PDF, for crying out loud. I used to love Barnes. I used to study there as a kid, and then I would tell my mom I was studying there, and I would go smoke weed. But I have a big history with Barnes & Noble. Did I tell you that one story? Back one time I went to go to Barnes & Noble to study, and I was actually studying, and I drove a stick shift. My car was a stick shift, right? Bro, I shit you not. I park in this spot. I put the car in neutral, and apparently I forgot to pull the handbrake. So I get out of my car, I close it, the car's not moving, I lock my door, and I go into the Barnes & Noble. And then I forget something. Bro, and I walk back out, and my car is rolled into the middle of the street. And I'm surprised it didn't hit anybody. And I was like, what? And I was like, oh, shit, yeah. And then that never happened again. I learned from that. All right, well, you're bouncing up. Those other plays I made are still green by 10%. But I went over to the rollover instead. No, bro, just a stick shifting. When you're young, too, if you don't forget, it's easy to forget sometimes. Or you don't put it in gear. Like, even when that's why after that, I started putting it in second when I parked. So I put it in second gear, then I pull the handbrake. That's it. I just kept leaving it in neutral. I miss stick shift. Man. Yeah, I miss it. Now I'm like talking about it. Ooh, how that's good. I need to teach my girl to drive. She need to learn to drive stick shift. A manual 5.0? Nice. Fucking beast, bro. They don't make 5.0s, huh? What's the biggest like modern V8 we got? Cause dude, I think even my car is 4.8. I don't even think mine's a 5-liter. Is it 6.2? Who? 6.6 GM 6.7 V8 Hellcat. That's insane. Oh, the 7.3. That's the vet. No. Don't they have a 7.3? Or am I tripping? Manual Z06 5.7 liter. Be safe. Be safe. That's a powerful car. Man, the good old days. All right, still coming down. Free plays are still up. Other plays, same price, really. Not bad. Oh, yeah, and do a push-up. Can you guys do a push-up? I need to do abs. The presser dud. No comments for like 5 minutes. We'll see. Maybe they're waiting. But it's weird. I didn't think we'd get comments that early. The comments should have came later. Or right ahead of it. The Impala, it rolled out of the garage and fell off of a wall. Oh. Have I ever had a Ferrari? I have. Multiple. I am the only cars I've never like owned is like Paganis and Cosinags and Bugattis. That I have not gotten into yet. I don't think I will, but maybe one day. But I'm not really into that. Ferrari was like a crazy thing, bro. I think Ferrari's better than Lambo, but Lambos grew on me. I used to hate Lambo. That's why I didn't like Lambo till I bought the Urus. I thought Lambos were like very, how you say, California. But no, I like McLarens, but I've never owned one. I actually never owned a McLaren. I don't like them. They're like very, I like how they look, but I don't like their reliability and the value. I've driven a couple, but I would never own a McLaren. Don't buy a McLaren for your first car. Or if you get a lot of money and you want to buy a McLaren, don't do it. That's what people do. They get rich and they're like, I want a fucking nice car. It's like you buy a McLaren. Just don't buy a McLaren. That's all you got to do, bro. That's all you got to do. You jumped out of your car going 35 trying to do the Kiki challenge? That's crazy. I remember the Kiki challenge. I didn't know people got hurt. Okay, still going lower. Other plays went up a little bit. Treasury extends Venezuela oil deadline through May 27. Ghost ride the whip. No, bro. I saw a video of dude, I saw people trying to do a takeover in the middle of an intersection, and this Hellcat was doing donuts, and they didn't do it good. And then a car just sped right through and T-boned them all. And I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah, be careful, you guys. Be careful ghost riding or doing any crazy stuff in cars, okay? Yeah, man, just stay safe out there. Okay, rollovers are up 10%. Other plays went up another 10. So, original play, you should have 40. So, do what you need to do with all those. And then we'll see. And then bonds coming up. A lot of you were saying bond plays at the bottom, so I hope those moved. You saw that one? Yeah, bro. That was terrible. More countries will fill up Abraham Accord, says Trump. You've watched the Mac Dre hour-long videos of him macking girls and Ghost Rider. Those are classics, bro. And I'm feeling myself. Ooh. You're obstructing traffic. Yeah, but I never realized this. If you have a half-ass, takeover and you're, doing donuts in an intersection, dude, it makes sense. The car thought you drove away. Dude, it was a bad video. I saw it, and I was like, dude, be safe. Be safe. Okay? I went, and I told my chads to be safe the next morning. More countries will fill up Abraham Accords. Again, SPY at VWAP, you got 40% on if you took those. Remember, I told you I'm going to take that gamble. It hit, but 10% on the rollover. Do what you need to do. No chases. That's why I said you guys don't think it's weird that ever since Donald Trump has become president, we have not watched a wild police chase in California? Do you really think that's coincidence? Because, bro, we were getting a lot of police chases. At least, it's been 4 months now, 3 months. Not one police chase. So, yeah, Trump hopes that the Fed lowers interest rates. Woo! So Trump interest rate comment again. Right when Powell gives him what he wants, then he just starts doubling down. But yeah, Trump says the rate cut thing again. So they're still talking. Energy prices coming down, says Trump. Oh, man. Oh, that's a beautiful car, bro. That's crazy. So, yeah, dude, his Impala rolled out the garage. That's sad. That's nuts. It's a beautiful car. That's crazy, actually. Beautiful. All right, little bounce on rate cut comment. Look at that. That's crazy. All right, little bounce there. TDC Coles on the high. Coles kind of ripping. Up 9% on the day. Again, we are waiting for Trump, but he was supposed to get on at 11. So not at a... Yeah, not... Because if he's done in the next 15 minutes, it'll be 10. No, I don't know. People have talked about the buyout with Coles, but they had that bad earnings, and then a couple of other things have occurred. But I don't know. Just be careful with it. All right. Oh, wait. Can we do push-ups? I need to do abs. I was about to go do it. They're posting clips of a cabinet meeting. Yeah, that's the one with Elon. They said they're going to do an Elon meeting or a cabinet meeting with Elon. But, yeah, let's do a push-up if you guys can. I think it'll be very good for you. Steve Weiss buys more Netflix. So CNBC's pumping Netflix right now. I broke my CNBC on the other platform. I'm going to do kettlebells right now. I'm going to do abs, and then I'm going to do side leans with kettlebell.
The price target. Let's see the stock.
All right, baby. Move
around.
around.
The price target cut to $495 from $685. They have dramatically taken down their expectations, to say the least. You own the stock, and this, of course, is after Boeing was chosen by the White House over Lockheed to build the F-47.
And the F-47 is the news that is still moving the stock down today. I mean, the downgrades are a response to that. Steve just said something pretty wise here. Sometimes you put a trading layer on top of things. I'm tempted to do that now, and I probably will. I'm not doing it right now. I'm going to let this find its level. But we've got to put the overall F-47 news into perspective. It's going to be years and years before that plane flies. It's going to be years and years before that would have hit Lockheed Martin's profitability or Boeing's profitability, for that matter. In the meantime, you've got the company that is producing the best plane in the air today, the F-35. It's the plane our allies want. There's a lot of headline news about that, about people worried, is there a kill switch in there? No, there's not a kill switch in there. I mean, come on, we got to trade through the headlines here, which is what we're talking about. I'm using your terminology, trading layers, so stand by for that.
This is not just a headline. This is actual news, fundamental news.
Can I ask a fundamental question?
Well, can I let me finish?
No, let him ask the question, and then you guys can figure it out.
Yeah,
all right, good. Let's figure it out.
How do you think about this? We're seeing warfare the way it's being fought now. We're seeing using drones, and right now using missiles that are $500,000 to $4 million to shoot down one drone, and new technology which can shoot down a swarm for a nickel. So we're seeing going away from the metal benders to more on cyber, to more on cheaper stuff that every country can build, like Ukraine. Right. So they're a metal bender, so how does that impact?
So the F-47 is a manned plane, and that's a pretty big endorsement that we're not moving away from manned airplanes anytime soon.
Completely.
It is a manned airplane. Let's not get. So here's the thing: you're putting your finger on what the issue is, because Elon Musk brought this up back in December. Like, why are we building F-35s?
Tesla is back on top in Norway with new Model Y deliveries.
I mean, you talk to any Air Force, they want F-35s.
Well, Tesla's running again.
end of the story. You got a stock here that's
Yeah,
producing the
CNBC just pumped
F-35s.
Netflix.
It's in production. It's not developing. It's not going to sink costs and ramping up factories for this. It's producing it now, trading at 16 times earnings, which is very much at the low end of the range with a 3% dividend yield.
Okay,
And it's
go to the
trading
bathroom.
cheaply more
Wrap it
because
up.
of the F-35. What you're saying, people worried that the F-35 is going to be replaced by
I'm focused
drones.
more broadly on they're metal bender is what they're called. So it's not just the F-35. It's not just the new jet. It's cutting back on all the big expenditures in these heavy.
Yeah, I
heavy
don't think
equipments.
here's what I'm trying to say. Let me just be really clear. I don't think budgets around the world are cutting out the F-35. You're talking to the headline, that's fine, but the budgets are not actually
I
reflecting
know, but the
that.
biggest budget of all.
I'm not
is-
talking about just the F-35.
The biggest budget of all in the world is just awarded it to somebody else, right?
Yeah, but we're talking about two different things. The F-47 is years and years and years away from production. That's not in any near-term estimates, earnings estimates.
All right, we'll take a break. Santoli, he's next with his midday word.
I'm still peeing. I think I left it unmuted. All right. All right. DJT crypto rumor. No, I was in the bathroom. I was yelling at you. Be careful, though. We've got a lot of the DJT stuff. Remember, I hit one of those plays, or I lost on it. I remember selling for a loss. But yeah, DJT popping. Again, getting a crypto rumor. It's near the low. I don't think I've ever hit a DJT option. So the plays are up 50%, but then still washed from the other day. That's all you guys. It's moving. Again, last time I think I took like a $20 loss. You're way to every Tesla. You need to rotate. Well, listen, you could shout out value, but you can't use that story to break the rules. You know what I'm saying? So just because you realized it now, I hope you build other ways instead of selling. Ta-da! Thank you. Thank you. Tesla is all Tesla-Roddy. It's like a Tesla page. All right, not bad, man. It's almost 10. You guys realize that? It's literally 9:51. It felt a little slower in the morning. Felt like the first hour we did nothing, even though it was kind of straight up. But yeah, it's already 10, man. So halfway done with the day. Oh, when he said he was, yeah, I remember that one. But recently, post-election, I haven't hit one. Nibis. Good morning, Eric. Good morning. Happy Monday. Trump, we're going to have a brand new air traffic system. And then Besant says he expects interest rates to fall. Laid off people can go into private sector. That's literally what Besant said. I think they asked him about Elon. But yeah, heading into a blood draw. Oh, no, I hope everything's okay. I hope good results when you're done. Anyone playing Oklo? I'm not going to play the earnings, but I'm sure a lot of people will. I like the post-earnings. I got washed on every pre-earnings play, but our post-earnings plays, they've done pretty good. Did you see the leaked audio of J.D. Vance roasting Elon? I did not. Tag me on Twitter. No. I did not see that. You'll take me? Are you trying to fight me now? What? Oh, you'll tag me. Okay. It's hella AI. I mean, yeah, well, we get a lot of AI stuff nowadays. Welcome to the AI. Then what do they say? They were talking AI bubble stuff this morning. They're like, it reminds us of 2000. What? You just said soft landing. Earnings plays, I think next week you're going to get bigger ones. So there'll be a couple of smaller ones here and there. I think maybe Procter & Gamble. And then after that, I think it's burn another week, or you'll get like a couple of banks, just a few at the end of next week, and then banks and Netflix and all that. So keep that in mind too, because, you do have the Netflix pre-run up. That's going to be Netflix and Tesla. They report before everybody. Oh, I didn't think about that. Even Tesla. Yeah, because Tesla's usually first on the calendar. So part of this move could be earnings. So it might eventually, it'll keep running and then stop somewhere. And then that's going to set up the box for earnings probably. Trump, we're dealing with people in Greenland who want something to happen. And there is your Greenland comments. Somebody from Greenland got pissed this morning. One of the, somebody who makes policy in Greenland, they got mad that an envoy went to Greenland. They're like, they consider it hostile. And they're like, stop talking with us. Stop coming over here. We don't want it. But Trump, we're dealing with people who do. He said he wants it. They said, okay. That's it. Chilling. Not bad, though. If you think about it, burned 3.5, 4 hours. Still holding up. Well, Trump technically is not shooting down this rumor yet about targeted tariffs. Neither has Lutnick. So let's see where it takes Josh. But again, you got a little bit more data this week. No major ones, but you'll get something. Trump said Greenland visit is friendly, not provocation. Greenland calling us. We're not calling them. Trump refers to Greenland visit by second lady. Yeah, JD's wife. Okay. Watching. You think tariffs to kill the economy? I believe interest rate will come down and refinance. So I agree with the latter half. I've said this in months in advance that, if the bond market catches a bid, that'll save everything. So, if you sacrifice the market for that, Trump on GDP forecast cut, we inherited a very bad situation. Then Trump says Greenland is important for national security. But yeah, I agree with killing the market to save bonds and then handle the debt. But like I'm saying, I don't know if tariffs will be the thing that kills the economy. Doge firing might kill the economy, but tariffs are not the target you think it is. And again, even Jerome Powell has told you that now. So I'm glad that I have a little bit of support, but I really hope all of you, just for your own sake, if you make up a political determination, I can't change your mind, but, for your sake, if you care about actually understanding and being prepared, just remember, tariffs are not that's not the thing you should be scared about. You should be scared about the consumer falling off. You should be scared about, literally everyone getting fired, not having jobs, changing the landscape for hiring, changing what's expected, again, kind of having a wage price spiral due to people losing their jobs, not having money, affecting real estate prices, all of that. All of those things you should be worried about. But if you're like, tariffs are going to kill the economy, I think that's a rational worry. Agreement on rare earths to be signed shortly. We were very concerned about economy 6 months ago, Trump says. So, does that make sense? Because like I said, Powell has even confirmed it for me, which I think makes this a lot easier because now it's not like I'm the only one telling you this. Trump said we made a deal on rare earths. But worst case scenario, inflation will go up for a little bit. But let me put it another way. There is zero inflation anticipated, even in the worst case scenario, that would last longer than 1 year. Do you guys understand that? So let me say that again. There are 0 economic models, worst case or best case scenario, that have tariffs leading to extended inflation lasting longer than 12 months. So even if you get the worst case scenario, it would not have an impact for 12 months. So that's what I'm saying. If you care, this is the chart. This is from Goldman. Jerome Powell has confirmed everything I'm saying. But so I agree with the second half. But just, again, I think there's a lot of misinformation on tariffs. And you could be worried about everything else. But I wouldn't be worried about tariffs. But then that idea you said, I like that. That's what we were talking about, where you crash the stock market to save the bond market. I don't think tariffs would do that, but a lot of other things could. And then again, as long as bonds don't die, though, I think we'll have a good year. Talking about territory, Trump now talking about power plant ownership. I think it's about Ukraine. FedEx on the high now. Again, I think they got an upgrade in the morning. Six months recession. All right, Gunlock. Again, that's what he was saying. He said pretty much sees one right around the corner. Tesla delivery numbers next. Is it right before earnings? I think it might be, but again, Tesla and Netflix, those are the first ones to start it off. To play devil's advocate, is that what Goldman's projecting or multiple others? JP Morgan has a similar one. I think Credit Suisse, theirs is a little bit better. And then other people just aren't forecasting. So there's some people who they are saying they're worried, but they don't have any data behind it. Don't listen to Goldman. I listen to whoever speaks the truth. So I get all these reports. Some of it's public, some of it's private. But I genuinely opt for whichever makes the most sense in reality. That's why, even then there's stuff I don't really like, but if it makes sense, I go with it. There's certain industries and other things where, as long as it makes sense, like even the 200-day bounce, I don't know if I'd be the biggest promoter of that, but I could see it definitely occurring, and just how we've handled it other ways, I wouldn't be surprised if that is what we got. Okay, SPY's still going. Trump still talking. I mean, it seemed like it was winding down, but it's probably going to be a longer one. We were expecting him at 2. Russian Defense Ministry. Russian starts military drills involving ICBM Yars complex. Hims on the high. Musk, Doge getting death threats on a daily basis. Nice. It's okay. So have I. I don't get it on a daily basis. I think I get it like once a week. I get some sort of like threat once a week, I would say. It's 52 threats a year about. Yeah. I could only imagine for Elon. BA. Yeah, BA's come down. Be safe. You should tell them, not me. I'm fine. I mean, you should tell them, not me. I think it goes both ways. You got some haters. I ran into one on a Facebook group. Of course. You'll notice I rub people in very different ways. And then think about it too. You got to imagine if you disagreed with me on something not related to the market 4 years ago, and because of that, you removed yourself from here. You must resent the fuck out of me. Damn. I could only imagine. Because then you're like, I hated his Elmo voice. And now you don't have a long term. You see? Yeah, so I'd be pissed too for the rest of my life at that Josh guy. Fucking annoying. I'm still standing here screaming the free word. But no, that makes sense though. You got to really think about it. There was a lot of people who opted for other places or really like shit on me for stuff not related to the market, but I do think they paid their price. So I'm not mad at them. I don't know if they're mad at me still. They usually are, but I think the world will factor that in. Mm-hmm. Okay, Boeing is coming down. And then SPY right at VWAP. April 2nd is delivery numbers. Yeah, Uncle owns stocks. Mm-hmm. The guy who's to go live and talk shit about you. I don't know, man. I've had a lot. I think we all got our favorite hater, huh? All I know is it's a beautiful day outside. I'm joyful to be here, and I'm still here. So, amen. Amen. God is good, baby. God is good. Yeah, you're right at VWAP. Do you go back to sleep? Maybe there's going to be something with Trump, but I don't know how big it will be. But it's potentially big because he could literally shut down the reason why we're up 2% today. But then again, maybe they let it slide for another day. But we already got a little bit ever since the Trump comments came in. Market has been coming down. What is this? U.S. debt ceiling estimated to breach by mid-July. OpenAI expands COO's role. Altman to focus more on research. Still snowing? Man, God bless. I need to post it. Here. Let me post a picture of it. Dude, I love this snow. My cabin is snowing like crazy right now. So I gotta see it. Do I have 1,900 videos on trading fraternity? I think it might be like 1,100 or 1,300. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, I have a picture of my calves. Do you guys want to see that? I forgot. I didn't post that. I got a nice calf pic. I'm trying to find the snow. Oh, I guess I thought I had it. TTD popping. And FedEx still. MQ, yeah, TTD 58.20 to 58.50. It's really at 58 just a second ago. I went snowboarding yesterday. Oh man, be safe, be safe. Snowboarding is the death of me. It's hard, habibi. All right. 10:07. So I don't know when your boy's gonna get. Is Manu? It's not a scam, but you could spend a lot of time. Don't try to play the buyout deal. I try to play it before. It's just really annoying. But it's not a scam. It's a real company. But you know, the thing that's really driven the price has been the who they're selling that unit to or whatever, the company. But other than that, it's not like sports teams make a lot of money, but they're not really good like stock investments. having a prosperous, I thought you said preposterous day. Yo, what? SMCI's back up now. So again, it had that random sell-off for no damn reason, and now it is literally back to green. It was green in the morning. That's so crazy. Even the premiums moved perfectly. Premiums, you would think they'd be down, but now even the premiums are higher. That's actually crazy. So, yeah, like I said, though, I looked at the time. There was nothing because, again, Broadcom was moving and then a couple of the other ones, but there was just nothing. There was just that downgrade by Goldman in the morning, I think. But, yeah, the contracts aren't that. I would have played it if the contracts were red. That would have been a frogger. But now the contracts are up, which they shouldn't be. So now the contracts that were $100 in the morning came down to $40, and now they're back to 100. But that they should be at like 70. I would have played it there, but too late. Sending me emails on SPY prediction. Don't do that. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you do know what I'm saying, but that's not what my email's for. So I'm not trying to bring you down, but yeah, I'm not too interested in that. IDF sirens sounding in southern Israel. I'd say I might even have to, you guys. I might not even like check my email anymore. So like I might just put somebody on it because it's just getting crazy again. It's been years since I've dealt with this much emails, but it does get a little overwhelming because I missed a lot over the weekend still too. But then again, there's some stuff that are really important, some stuff's not. So, but it does take a lot of time. No one's asked about Tariff. I know, right? They're having this little meeting, and not one person said anything about it. He said April 2nd, we are going to do it, and that's where the first drop came from. He didn't answer it directly, but yeah. Felt bad sending the email. No, you shouldn't. That's good. I mean, you're in our core real estate team. You're getting your first couple of listings. I mean, I think those updates are relevant. But like I said, I got 4 emails from the same person. Again, a couple people have been doing it, and I don't blame them. I like the emails, but like I'm saying, we have just a lot. So I'm going to put somebody on my email, and I'm not going to be able to check it as much, or I'll have to like intentionally do it. I like it. That's what I say. There's a lot of houses, and I want to make sure we don't let stuff slip. I have an AI agent who does stuff already. That's what helped me get through when they would attack my email. But other than that, though, like some stuff you're like, oh, do you remember this? I don't, because I don't. I told you what to do. I told you add the context, but you keep ignoring me when I say that. So I don't know why. But yeah. Okay, where's that SPY put? SPY put's up 20%. The free rollover one. SMCI in the green now. That's it. Those took off. That's literally, I just see random ass small names moving, low ticker picking up. Everything's 2% though. At least SPY, Dow 1.5 and 1, but then Russell and NASDAQ right below 2% right now. Brad Lightcap, COO of OpenAI, expanding role to oversee day-to-day. Mark Chen stepped into expanded role as research officer. Dude, SMCI. That's literally nuts. And now just literally wicked another $1. SPY coming down and puts are holding. That's actually very important right now. Oof. If we held those other plays, you would have got another 40. Damn. But yeah, I'm surprised it's still holding up. Ever since the comments came out, we have been going lower. But yeah, Trump's supposed to get on in like 45 minutes, so. Chitadonia. Like that. Tell the people that Fila water is back. Blah. All right. So, Chad, I think it's time. I got a good one for you today. But here it is. We got to go to Philo. So let me get that up. Yes, sir. The stream is already set up, but unfortunately, it will be members only. So you should know the vibes by now. Today is flying by. Welcome. We're almost done with the quarter. Last week of the quarter, believe it or not. But here it is. We're going to switch over to Philo, and I will be back around Power Hour. Inshallah, Habibi. Inshallah. Salute, baby. But SPY at VWAP, again, all you got to watch out for is if Trump shoots down the headlines or not. If not, then we go into data and whatever he says, and then I will see you there, baby. But God bless America. Thank you to the veterans as well, and peace.